All right, we are live. Hello, how is everybody tonight? Let me do some shout outs here and then I will bring on the crew. Saturn Video, what's up? How you doing? Thank you for being here. Mr. MJPW, what's up? Thank you for being here. Monster B, what's up? We've got Sam here. Sheeby Jeebies, how you doing? Boogie Manny, what's cracking? We got Witch Hunter here with us. We got Tony here with us. We got JG. We got Joe. We got my buddy Horror Orman is here. Usu, thank you, sir. Glad you liked that. We got Jessica here. How you doing? Got RJ, DJ, and we got two DJs here. All right. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. Thank you all for being here. We've got a lot to talk about tonight. All the festivities from last week's Full Moon Tattoo and Horror Festival, and I've got some great folks to share those awesome memories with. I'm going to bring on two people at a time because we do have quite a few hanging out backstage. So the first two people I'm going to bring on tonight is somebody who I've hung out with at a convention before and somebody who I hung out with for the very first time. Those two individuals being Dan from Flesh Wound Features and the tallest Chris. How you guys doing?
Doing good.
Good. Doing good.
Awesome. Thank you guys for being here.
Oh, yes. Glad to be here. Glad to spend time with you guys in person so you can bask in my tallness.
Yes, it was. I had quite a number of comments from people saying, like, who's that big tall guy? How tall is that guy?
Yeah.
And I'm like, 7'2". 7'2".
Yeah, we're going to WWE numbers over here.
Exactly.
Where's the Dick Warlock line? And he could just tell you immediately.
Exactly. Yeah. It's great to have you around. You just saw over everybody.
Right.
So awesome. Well, thank you guys for being here. Also with me tonight. Well, hey, let's bring on somebody else who I've hung out with at a convention before and somebody else who I hung out with for the very first time. That being Jonathan and an infamous individual who we've seen in the comments of my videos and streams for a long time, as well as
Oh no.
This is history, people.
This is my tag team partner? Oh my
This is your tag team partner. His name is Ben Grimm. And this is what he looks like. Brace yourselves. Bam.
Hey,
how's it going?
What's up? Here, I'm real. I'm a real boy.
Man?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Doing good, man. Thank you for being here. It was great hanging out with you.
My Piz debut.
There you go. And even though I had no idea what you looked like, for some reason, as soon as I laid eyes on you at the convention, I was like, I bet that's Ben Grimm.
You know what? My avatar is basically a drawing of my face. So I've had it out there for years, but I don't know.
I don't know if I quite studied that profile photo though, but I just kind of knew. I was like, that's got to be Ben Grimm right there.
Oh yeah, that's me.
So, yeah. And Jonathan, always great hanging out with you.
You as well, Piz.
Yeah, right on. Thank you guys for being here. Let's bring on two more people. Okay. Why not another individual who I've hung out with before and somebody who I met for the very first time at Full Moon. The other Chris, who's also very tall, who I've hung out with before. Medium Chris. There you go. And Dream Emulator.
I'm sorry.
Oh, he's weeping.
It's just such a beautiful moment.
You're so happy to be here.
We love you too, Matt.
Yeah,
just have a bed here. It's so cool. I just love Ben so much.
That was your highlight of the whole weekend was Ben Grimm.
Yeah.
That game I'm playing.
Was.
As always.
When I first saw him, I was walking out of the hotel. It was like in the morning, and I just see this guy like smile and point at me, and I was like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" Like I walk up, and he's like, "It's me, Ben," and I couldn't wrap my head around it. I'm like, "What the fuck?"
No, you're not. This is I'm being trolled here.
But I've seen his picture, and that's the worst part.
Yeah,
And
Cousin
Matt,
Elliot. Saturn.
Matt, it was
my alter ego.
yeah. It was great meeting you, Matt, and hanging out with you. And
Yeah, it was great meeting everybody for the first time in person. It was amazing.
And I'm not sure. I know you and Ben traveled pretty great distances. I'm not sure who traveled the furthest.
It's probably about the same.
It's got to be you.
I guess
Me?
it would have been 10-hour drive for me if I drove there. But
Oh, then maybe it was me because it would have been 15-hour drive for me.
oh yeah,
No, San Antonio is pretty far over there too.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, it's great to have you both here. I'm going to bring on my next the next panel member who I've hung out with before because I want to save this gentleman for last. We got Jake here. What's up, Slaughterport?
What's up?
It's great hanging out with you over the weekend, man. How you doing?
You too. Good. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Have you you're still drinking the hard lemonades or the twisted
Where's
teas?
the
I'm sorry.
teas?
That's a lifestyle. That wasn't just for the weekend, buddy. That's
Yeah, you don't just drink that on one.
that's like water to him.
yeah, it's just what he's
Any
walking
day
around
with
with.
NCY.
Mhm.
It's just
Even at work.
24/7 with him. Just 24/7.
He's
I
like
feel you.
70% twisted tea.
He single-handedly supports the brand.
Yeah, I keep them in business.
Don't you wish they had
Man.
points where you get like swag?
Oh, it'd be dope.
Head to
So
toe
you can save enough
twisted
points, you
tea
can meet
merch.
Vanilla Ice.
Like those Camel Point.
You only need 42 to meet Vanilla Ice. It's
That's
not a
true.
lot.
And he tries to buy your house and flip it.
Yeah, I know, right?
But great seeing you, Jake. Thanks for being here. Now, we lost Christian, but he's going to be back.
Mhm.
I do want to bring on this individual here. I want to bring him on solo because this guy really kind of owned the weekend, I thought. And that's Swaggy G.
Swaggle.
Swaggy G, okay, so let me set the stage here for you. Saturday night, open bar, dance floor is going wild. People are just everywhere. I'm like, where's Swaggy? He's like, he's over there in the corner. And like, there's Swaggy talking up the woman from Ash versus Evil Dead. She's all over him. I couldn't believe it.
Sure.
Like 5 minutes later, I'm like, how's Swaggy doing? He's got another chick on him. It's unbelievable. A little while later, I'm like, how's Swaggy doing now? He's got yet another chick.
The swag
He's
is real.
The
Yep.
swag is real. He's like the White Shaft. He's just taking.
He's single-handedly making goth great or making America goth again.
It was all the shirt, man. This
Grassroots
is-
campaign, baby.
What
He
it
collects
is,
goth chicks
it's
like
magnet.
Pokemon.
no, it's the insanely unique combination of the goth t-shirt and khakis.
Khaki.
That is what does it. That it's just
I'm
that
telling you,
it-
next year
not
we
the
need to take him to
dichotomy.
Hot Topic and go shopping.
you've heard of fusion cuisine.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Swaggy's doing that.
we're 100% going to give him a goth makeover at the next one. We're going
Dog
to Hot
collar.
Topic.
I got to give y'all credit for that. That was a good observation. They're like, John, you can't wear that shirt with khakis. It does not flow.
You can't do it.
You're fake.
You got to have trip pants on, dude, and a bunch of bracelets.
Yeah.
Mhm.
A little bit of eyeliner, you know.
You know,
Those,
those your dad.
Those green fishnet sleeves, those would be sick.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Black painted fingernails.
If you don't hate your dad, go ahead and start just like maybe disliking
Just
him.
start working on that now.
Yeah.
He's got to change his music taste too, because I've been in the car with him and his radio is on permanent 90s pop music. So,
Yeah,
Oh, dude, I thought
you
it
gotta
would be
go
like
buy.
an easy
You gotta go
listening
buy a
station.
him CD.
yeah.
Boy,
Oh my
that.
god, that's what we do. We just remake him over in the hymn niche
That was
of
that was like now. That's what I
mid-2000s.
call music 12. That CD.
I did hear some Fallout Boy, so I guess you're on the right track when I was in the car with you.
He's just walking. Hit me, baby, one more time.
See, I'm like 25% there. I just need y'all to push me a little bit more. This is like the makeover show, you know.
No, you're 2.5% there. Like you've like you've got the goth word in your vocabulary now. Now we
I
just
mean,
gotta work
you-
on the rest.
But even at just 2.5%, he had.
It's
Dana
dangerous.
From,
It's dangerous.
I mean, 3 women all over him.
We
Anthony
might be
Matt,
creating a
100%.
monster.
We might be. We might
We
be.
need you to look like Sting from WCW, like all of 1997, 98.
You go too hard, he's just going to be like Marilyn Manson in the wheelchair, like
You
firing.
got to
down
get
the audience.
you got to get rid of the eyebrows.
You got to be careful.
Get him some Junko jeans.
Oh yeah.
Well, Swaggy, I mean, the whole weekend, I mean, you owned that convention from top to bottom, and I don't even want to know what was going on in your hotel room with those ladies. You just I know you don't kiss and tell. Just keep that to yourself, all right? So
Yeah, a gentleman never tells, but I just want to say I had
But
a
a
blast.
Swaggy does.
Yeah.
We'll go off the air, but no, you guys pulled me through, so I appreciate all y'all's help.
well, thank you, and we've got one more guest here, another gentleman, and that's Christian from Planet CHH. How you doing, sir?
What's going on, everybody?
What up?
How you doing, man?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
I said, how you doing, man?
Oh, I'm good. My Louisiana internet's doing its thing today, but we'll see how it goes. I think it might hang in there for a little while.
Okay. Okay. Well, it's good to have you here. It's good to have all you guys here. It's good to see you again. Last weekend was an awesome weekend. And we do have a super chat that I want to get to here momentarily, and I've got a special super chat little notification. But I want to ask you guys, how's the convention hangovers going?
It's rough. It's always rough when you leave a convention, but like when you have this many people now, and there were more people that aren't here now. I mean, it's growing and growing, and yeah, it's weird being around the normies at Walmart and work.
It really
is. It's not the same. It's not the same.
Yeah, you get comfortable. Like nobody's staring at you.
Yeah.
Everybody's wearing
I don't know.
Black
Easter
t-shirt.
Sunday, I got some looks.
Oh yeah.
They had that big Easter brunch, so that was a fun mix of crowds.
Yeah, I can't go back to work with a decapitated head t-shirt. So
no,
I missed it.
I'll say, I'm sad a little bit from missing the con. I'm also sad from missing Chugs.
Oh, I can get him. I'll bring him in.
I mean, he was a big star of the weekend too. I mean, he got a lot of attention from celebs and just everybody. Thank you.
Yeah, lesson learned. I need to bring a dog next time. You get a better room, and all the girls talk to you.
Yeah,
exactly. Well, I mean, it's true what they say. You get a little cute little dog, women will come. So let me hit up this super chat here. Thank you, Bronson, for the $20. I appreciate that, man. Very, very generous of you. Have any of you listened to Ozzy Osbourne's song called Bloodbath in Paradise or Tattooed Dancer? The opening to Bloodbath in Paradise is spooky, and it works well for the Halloween season. It's also about Charles Manson. I'm not familiar with either of those songs. Yeah, I'm not familiar with either of those songs, man.
Was that from his Black Sabbath days or from his single days?
I believe Black Sabbath. Swaggy's got the lyrics tattooed on his back. So.
He needs to have those lyrics tattooed on his back for next year, for sure. And
It's halfway to Halloween.
Here's the special super chat notification.
Oh, Chongo delivery.
Thank you, sir.
Hell yeah.
Jay's gonna have to bring a lot of chongos, I think, next year.
I think so. And let's see, where's Banky at? We got Banky here with us. He was a big star the weekend too. He's probably going through some withdrawals too, because he got a lot of attention.
He did. David Howard Thornton was hanging out with him at the party.
Yes, he was. So Banky was definitely a star. That's for sure. We've got Corey here with us in the chat too. How you doing, man? He was with us over the weekend.
Yes.
Right on.
Second tallest, I believe.
Yeah, I think he was. Yeah. So let's go. How many purple chongos did you have, Dan?
I had a lot, and I don't drink for the most part, so I was kind of feeling it. There's a point where I was contemplating jumping in the pool, the closed pool. It didn't quite happen, but I survived the chongos. Yes, next year it's going to happen. We almost got tattoos together. We were all going to do Count Chocula and all the monster cereals, but everybody called it one, so it's like I was gonna have
We
to
were
get
so
Carmelo.
drunk when we came up with that idea. Though.
It's true.
That's a great idea. We should plan for it next year.
That whole
The
next
Chongo
day,
effect.
as it like set in what you'd agreed to, you're like, I'm gonna have Yummy Mummy on my fucking
I had to
shit
get
for the rest of my
Carmelo
life.
Creeper. I was gonna get Carmelo Creeper on my ass. That almost happened. But
That takes a
thank
lot
God.
of purple chongos to make that decision, I think.
Guess who got stuck with like the last pick, by the way? Dan.
Dan did.
Yeah.
That's not my
Nobody
fault. You
wanted
don't know who Fruit Brute is, dude. You could have had the cool one.
Well, several people ended up with tattoos though, so it wasn't
Yeah.
a total wash. You know?
Who all got tattoos here? Raise your hand.
I think it's
It's that Chris. I saw yours. You got the hourglass, right?
Oh no, it's a lava lamp ghost.
Okay, lava lamp. That's right. The lava lamp with the
Hey.
ghost. Okay.
Hey.
Okay. And Jake, what did you get?
I don't know how well.
Oh, the art that looks nice. Damn.
Art.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's good detail.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty
Yeah, that
good.
one's really nice.
Dream got the best one of the weekend though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's true.
Meatball.
Meatball,
I like
Jason.
Christians, but
Yeah.
yeah.
it's the same person who did mine.
A flaming meatball, Jason.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where did you get it at, Matt?
It was the same one Chris went same person Chris went to. It was like in the middle aisle. I don't know. I don't remember what her name was.
Where,
But,
where at though? Where at?
Oh, where'd you get
At
the
the
tattoo?
On your body. Like
oh, on
your
my body. Oh, on my leg. So I
Oh,
showed
okay.
it to you, but it's on my leg. It was my first leg tattoo.
Okay.
And
And-
now I got
And Christian, I know you got what was it? Dawn of the Dead on your leg?
Yeah, I got Dawn of the Dead like kind of on my left leg, close to my shin, which was kind of a mistake because that was painful. That shin was like it just felt like he was stabbing my bone.
Was that
and-
Saturday?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
I'm
Saturday.
surprised you could feel it.
You know what, dude?
How many
Jay-
purple chongos did you have, Christian?
Honestly, I only had 2. I went overboard with the Coors Light. Everybody, it was like, Christian, how many Coors Light you drink? That and the Red Apple, not the Red Apples, the
Oh,
Angry
the-
Orchards.
Hey, you're
Which-
yeah.
They're deadly because they just taste like fruit drinks, and
Mhm.
it was very rough Friday night. I had a rough night.
So there's something about the way Jay creates those purple chongos. Like you don't realize how much liquor is in them until you're
They're
about
really
halfway
good.
through it, and you're like, "Holy crap!"
Do you guys know where the purple chongos come from?
Enlighten us.
Well, me and Chris were driving down to Nashville last year, listening to Back to the Hotel, that early '90s bop. And at some point, he says something about sitting in the back sipping purple chongos. So we had to find out what the hell a purple chongo was. And last year, we had to go gather the ingredients for a chongo. But this year, Jay came with chongo ingredients.
Jay's
There you go.
Jay's the Chongo master.
He is.
yeah, Jay got a tattoo.
Truly
too.
is. Who did? Oh, Stingray. Yep, Stingray got a Stingray.
Yeah.
He did,
Stingray
yeah.
got a Stingray. Ben, how many purple chongos did you drink, sir?
You know, I broke my Chongo virginity over the weekend, and I haven't been the same since. So just that one was enough for me.
You never
I got a
forget the
taste
first.
of the taste of the devil.
Well, Jay, what we're forgetting to say, Jay made those with Bombay gin. That is not, he went all out for us.
That's a nice
So
job.
that's like the best quality chongo you can have.
And
did
Ocean
have some
Spray
moonshine,
Cran
too.
Grape too.
He didn't skimp, dude. Like Jay went all out.
No, and I don't like gin, but that was good.
Those damn.
Yeah,
good.
same. I'm not a big gin person, but those were good. I had 2.
Mhm.
Thank you.
What about
NTD.
the Death Row Records? Great.
Oh, Jesus.
I was-
God.
Did everybody try that? I
How
should
many
have
of
took one
those
home
you
as a
got?
novelty. I should have
It
took
was
one of those
so
home.
bad, dude.
You should have.
Su-
Snoop should be
surprisingly,
ashamed.
they got destroyed. Jay was drinking them. He was acting like he didn't like them, but I'm pretty sure he loves them.
Well, you know when you get to that point where you can't taste what you're drinking anymore. Jay got there about 4:30 Friday.
People would take one swig, and he would just, I'll finish it
Yeah.
for you.
Yep.
Yeah, no.
Did you finish yours, Ben? Yours is on camera at least.
Oh, you know what? I liked it at first. I would have drank the rest, but I had free stuff to do instead, so I gave it up.
There you go.
Yeah, those were Like when you first like the initial taste wasn't bad, but then like there was just this awful aftertaste. Like it was
everybody's reaction was the exact same. They take a sip, they start to go, well, okay, and then it hits them, and they're like, yeah.
It tastes like Big League Chew in the front.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
And at the back, it's ass.
Yeah, it just fades into like I don't even know.
Free ass.
NyQuil.
It's like Suge Knight must be whipping these up in his prison cell, like in the toilet.
Well, you know,
I don't want to know what's the ingredients in.
Oh, Snoop Dogg owns Death Row Records now.
Oh, Snoop. Okay, I expect better from Snoop.
He's like my
I did too. I did too, to be honest. I was disappointed.
Snoop. Yeah, I expect better from Snoop.
Snoop Dogg or Death Row Records should be a mark of quality.
It really should.
I
It should
agree.
not be. They need to.
I don't know. Snoop's doing everything now, so he's basically putting his name on anything now.
That's true.
Yeah, Jay saying I didn't like the Death Row stuff. I just drank 12 of them.
Oh man.
So who was I think this was somebody's very first convention.
It was my first one.
Okay, that's right.
I don't know about anybody else, but
I think I might have had to talk with you about like, you know, they're all not going to be like this.
yeah, this isn't normal.
Yeah, they're all not going to be like this.
No, I'm gonna go to some more. I'm sure I'll learn my lesson pretty soon. But yeah, that was chill. I hope.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish they were all like that.
They kind of used to be.
They
They got gigantic, and that's kind of the issue.
The nice thing about this convention is you walk out your room, and in less than 2 minutes, no matter where you are, you're just in the convention.
Right.
And there were plenty of great guests, lots of fun people. It was a blast. It's what I remembered the Fangoria Weekend of Horror conventions being back in the 90s.
And you
Really
couldn't
had
ask for a
that.
cooler hotel and staff. They, as
No,
long as
they're
they're not causing a
true.
ruckus, do what you feel
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Even if you are causing a ruckus, it's okay.
They do some pretty weird stuff in that lobby, and they never bat an eye.
Oh no, they didn't care.
Oh, they didn't. As long as we weren't like burning it down, they didn't care.
They were fine.
Yeah.
I was surprised to see those children from last year weren't still on that couch.
Parents just put them on it and they left them.
That's what happened last year.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. Bronson coming through with another $5 super chat. Both of those songs are from his No Rest for the Wicked album. Okay.
Okay.
And John C. Reilly was in an interview with Conan O'Brien back in 2016. He shared a pic of a fan who had a stepbrother's tattoo at the time. I don't, that one's not going to age well. Whoever got that tattoo, they probably regret it now, regardless of how good it was. But anywho,
I feel like we need a bet that goes a year, and we get to pick. The winner gets to pick somebody's tattoo. I don't know how we.
Oh, that's getting dangerous, Dan. You don't want to.
I wouldn't ever put like a dick on any of y'all or anything. It would be cool.
No.
A couple of them in the group probably would, though.
Yeah,
Well, you know what?
I'm down.
Whoever, I guess you have to have the winner and then the ultimate loser. I already know what it would be. It's going to be a back tat, Jeff Fahey with the lamp from Cypress.
Oh,
and it's just going to be the back.
That's a $5,000 like.
That is the $5,000 tattoo.
We can get some super chats to cover that $5K in a year if somebody does that. If somebody does that.
I tried to talk Chris, the tallest Chris, into getting the Hulk Hogan tattoo. Remember the Hulk Hogan tattoo? Just wouldn't go for it, man. It was sick. It was sick.
For all the medium and short sized guys in here, I don't know if y'all are like me, but whenever I see people like Slasher on Video Chris and the tallest Chris and guys like Corey, I always say inside of my head, God, thank God they're nice people. Like I'm always like, imagine the havoc they could ensue if they just get really pissed off a lot.
Well, I tell you
like,
what,
thank God they're nice.
I get a little more.
Tall people seem nice. I don't know. What's there to be upset about?
When I'm surrounded by a lot of tall people, my confidence goes to the roof. I will talk more shit, obviously. Dude, so much more shit.
Same.
The Napoleon complex.
Be like, I just want to. And here comes Chris, right? Like, yeah, that's the little one. All right, don't make me get the big one.
Yeah, that's right. At the airport, I basically waited until I saw a super giant dude to know that was Chris. I never even seen him in real life, and
Yeah, like he
I
literally walked up to me
immediately
and
knew.
Sam,
Oh,
he's
that
like,
guy is
hey, are you
giant.
Chris? I was like, oh yeah, oh hey, he's on Ben. Like, oh cool, hey Ben.
So
Like he
easy
recognized
to
me just
find.
from being super tall.
So easy to find in the con. He just
Yeah, no.
bobbed up over the top of everything.
Yeah, McCade. We didn't even have to like look around the shelves. We just looked above the shelves, and oh, there's his head.
He was our landmark, our traveling landmark. If you're lost, just move towards the Chris.
The lighthouse.
He's the convention buoy. He's just
Convention buoy.
There you go. Yeah. There
Just
you
stay
go.
with Chris. We'll find you.
JG's in the chat. He was hanging out with us this weekend too. Thank you for the $5, sir. I shirk off the post-con blues with a live Joe Bob double feature at theaters last night. Favorite cosplayers at the con? Been that Gremlin Girl cosplayer. Okay. All right. Good question. Thank you, sir. And this Chongo is for you.
Oh, Chongo delivery.
Thank you, sir.
I love that.
I think
Favorite
the-
cosplayer. I think
Yeah.
there's a couple that stick out to me. The alien from Mars
Mars
Attacks.
Attacks?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Mars
that was a good
Attack
one.
immediately.
That was my
Ghost
favorite.
Rider
Rider was pretty good.
That was
Ghost
probably
Rider.
technically the most like thought out. Like he even had it set up to where when you said something to him, he would respond with like a alien noise and stuff.
Mhm.
Ack, 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 ack.
There was a really good Catwoman. Like,
Oh yeah.
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 Evidently, she has like an Instagram. That's what she does. It's just like Music City
Yeah.
Catwoman or something.
Music
Yeah.
City.
What's your number, Swaggy? What'd you get?
Music City Kitty.
He's in the
Picture
DMs.
with her.
I marked out for Winnie the Pooh when I saw him,
Oh, the blonde honey guy? Yeah. He looked
and
pretty
it
good.
looked like it came straight out the movie, which may not be too difficult, but I mean, it looked like you know.
There was a woman there who she was like I don't know if she was like a female or I guess she was like a kind of a pale girl, but she'd done this makeup on her face where it looked like her, like she was just I was just like staring. I was literally this close, like staring at her face. Like, how'd you do that?
Yeah, that was a
yeah,
good
it
one
was
too.
Yeah, that was a good
There was
one.
a decent Megan, the girl that did.
Yeah,
Megan.
she was
Megan.
She actually looked like her.
Yeah.
She was moving all like robotic too.
Yeah.
That's it.
I
You
saw
had,
a few
also-
standouts. I saw Batboy there. That was a sick one.
Oh, snap.
And, also the couple that was a lamp and a moth.
Oh yeah, Mothman
That
and
was-
Lamp. That was
Mothman
great.
and Lamp.
Yeah,
That was really cool.
Mm, mm.
You had the Gremlins
The-
2 lady as well.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was real good.
That's who JG I think was talking about. Whoever the woman was, she worked for the convention. She was at the door like checking wristbands.
The Cenobite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, she
the-
was a Cenobite one day, and she
the
was like a
Pinhead?
vampire the other day. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
she did a good
That was
job.
an awesome Pinhead costume.
There was a cool Ghost Rider too. He had like LED.
Oh, yeah, the Ghost Rider.
Oh, yeah.
Cool, yeah.
It was pretty cool.
And he had the glowing chain. That was a good.
Yeah.
But he was
touch.
walking around with Timu Gambit in that fucking.
I know, right?
Yeah.
The terrible
Was he
game.
Gambit? Like everybody was
It was
like
just Cyclops, I think. But
No,
it
he was the old Ghost Rider.
Oh really?
The Nick
Yeah.
Cage one.
Oh.
I kind of think Jonathan was the best cosplayer all weekend, man. He looked like he came out of a '90s music video every
I
day.
know. I was hoping he was gonna wear that pink.
I think I accidentally insulted him when I think it was that hat where he had his
Yes.
white suit on, and I said, "Dude, Jonathan, that thing hat would go great with your costume."
So what the fuck are you talking about? Costume. That's how I go to the grocery, Christian.
I didn't mean it as an insult. I thought you looked fly every day, dude.
Thank you.
It's just kind of Freudian slip, I guess.
But I mean, Jonathan always dresses. Jonathan gets pretty swagged out for these things too.
Yeah, try not to break a leg walking behind all that drip. Okay.
Exactly. Exactly.
And yeah, it's a complete outfit with him too. The top, the pants, the hat, the shoes. It's
Style and
all like-
profiling from
Yeah,
head
it's
to
all
toe.
top-notch.
How many shoes you bring this time?
I only brought 2 pairs of shoes this time.
Oh wow.
Needs to be sponsored by
But they were
Gecko.
both dope pairs of shoes.
Yeah,
by
they
the
were.
way.
Yeah, I brought Chunky Dunkies and the Freddy Dunks.
Oh yeah.
Mm, mm.
You gotta
Okay.
get me in on that, dude. I'm like, where'd he get those shoes? Like, I gotta get them off this Bangladesh
Get
website,
some,
dude.
it's
$29.95 a pair. You know,
It's very Chinese. It's extremely Chinese.
Hey, listen, dude. I don't care.
Hey, they came. That's all I can say. They got here.
Tony says, love the shirt. Oh, well, thank you. This stream is brought to you by retrocryptco.com. Go to retrocryptco.com and use promo code PIZZOW13 for 13% off your order.
Hell yeah.
There you go. So Matt, this was your very first convention. What celebs did you meet while you were there?
I only met Dick Warlock and Kane Hodder.
Okay.
Those two were the ones I really wanted to meet. But
okay, and you'd never met them before. What was the experience like?
Oh, actually, funny. I think I told this story in my video, but I actually rode in the elevator with Kane Hodder, which was crazy, because I went to my room to get something, and I came back and I pressed the button for the elevator, and the door opens up, and Kane Hodder's standing there in the corner, 7 feet tall, and I'm like, hello, sir. He knows I know who he is, right? And I'm like, what do I even say to him? And I was holding my House 4 VHS, and he sang the pizza song from the movie. That was really cool.
Forget that.
That was, I was done right there. I was like, okay, I got, I don't even need to
He is a nice guy.
He's super nice.
Super personable guy.
And moments like that are better than autographs and pictures to me. Those are memories, spontaneous moments that just happen.
And that's the kind of experiences you can have at Full Moon. You can see and speak to the celebs without even going into the convention, because they're riding up and down in the elevator, they're hanging out in the bar, the restaurant, they're hanging out front reading the newspaper. I mean, they're all over the place. So
I want to go to be William Forsythe so damn bad I can taste it. That dude is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I didn't get to meet William Forsythe. And who else met William Forsythe over the weekend?
I didn't really meet him this time, but I've met him several times. That guy's hilarious. He'll
Dude,
tell
he is
you
just-
stories about every movie he ever did.
That's a cool dude right there.
I got a good look at him, and I was satisfied with that. Got a good look at him.
Yeah, I got a good look at him, and I was like, okay, cool. I wasn't really, I really didn't go there for the celebrity part of it. I got some stuff signed by Dick Warlock and by Tom Morga, but aside from that, I wasn't really, I brought some stuff for another celeb, but I looked at their price, and I was just like,
yeah. I had brought some other stuff too. I had spent so much on the flight and everything else. I was like, I can only do so much,
Yeah.
Plus that tattoo wasn't cheap.
And how much fun did we have? You know what I mean? We had crap load of fun,
the best time
but
ever.
I do think this, especially with Christian and Piz, we can really get conventions back to what they were just by sharing experiences like this, man. Every convention should have a big group of friends, at least one giant group of friends that comes to hang out there. That's what it's supposed to be. And I would love to see a renaissance of these hotel cons.
Yes.
Come back and just have a few of the major cons, and just let us kind of have these.
Yeah, and those Paul Bearer Press guys hanging out with us and just meeting new people and everything.
Absolutely.
I will say this: somebody sent me a picture today, Sunday, of Texas Frightmare, and I got anxiety just looking at the picture.
Yeah.
I think respectfully, I'm done with Texas Frightmare. It's just too big.
Mm-hmm.
I almost
Same.
want to keep Full Moon kind of on the down low, because it's so chill, and I could do this in the halls, and it was just that was my favorite convention I've ever had, was Full Moon. So if we do it again next year, you'll have no complaints from me. I'd love to go back.
Love that place.
Yeah.
So
I think conventions, I love Scarefest. And they're so good to me and Jeremy, but they're just so big. And when the convention gets too big, they sort of become, I don't know, it becomes, they lose something when they become too big.
We almost
not
need
fun.
another name for it, almost because it's entirely a different experience.
And you can only control it so much when it gets to a certain size. There's always
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
well, I think we will.
Full moon is just perfect for like that. Like you said, it's that old school kind of hangout vibe. It's laid back. It's just cool, and it's just the perfect venue. I can't stress that enough. So if they ever moved, God forbid, it would just be horrible.
So they moved away from it because next year is the 25th anniversary of that con. So I really hope that they pull out all the stops. But at one point, they did become a bigger con, and they went back to the Sinesta. It all started at the Sinesta. It's come back. I just hope they don't move it out of there. I mean, I want them to keep doing well. I want them to make money, but I don't want them to get huge again.
There was a good crowd there. Like the convention was by no means dead. Like,
I think it was a great turnout for especially the Art the Clown photo ops were lined out
that was nuts.
by almost by the elevators.
Saturday morning, that was insane.
Yeah.
There literally was a line to the elevator.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw Thornton come off of the elevator in the art makeup, and he had like a security team around him.
Sure.
So like nobody could get to it. It was funny because like, oh, there's the actual Art the Clown, and he's like just surrounded by security. So, but he was on his way to a photo op, I assume. But there was still a huge amount of people there. I thought, like even Friday there was a lot of people, but Saturday, that early on it was packed out for sure.
Even Sunday, you never felt elbow and elbow. You know what I mean? Like you could breathe.
You can spread out too. If it gets overwhelming in one of the halls, just go somewhere else. You can walk outside. That's the best part. I think Piz mentioned it in his video. Is the amount of room you have just to hang out is insane. You can have privacy, really. Like if you so desire.
What did everyone think of the John Wayne Gacy cosplayer? I actually saw two different John Wayne Gacy cosplayers.
I thought it was
there
good.
were two.
Well, that one was like, I can't believe I forgot to mention it because that was probably one of my favorite of the con. That was a sick costume.
No, that guy was funny. I think he stopped in front of a few of us, and he's just like I got to get out of this shit. I'm melting.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I think one of my favorite. Oh, sorry, Swaggy.
Oh no, I was just gonna say one thing I learned was if you go on the Friday, you can pretty much do everything you want to do. Get your autographs, and it's a breeze. You don't have to wait that long. Like y'all talked about, though, Saturday was a little bit different, but Friday I hit up everything I needed to. I was basically done with it.
And
because on Friday, on Friday, Dan invited me and Sam to meet with Mitch Pileggi, and that was like nothing. It was like, oh hey, here you go, bye, thanks.
Yeah,
it was easy.
He looked good too.
He's been keeping in shape.
He's not fond of Shocker though, which is I think hilarious.
Hey, that was going to be his big ticket, buddy.
Well, I mean, I think Eric Freeman had a hand in him looking as good as he is these days.
What? So, Eric did that.
Shout out to Eric Freeman.
Cheers, Mr. Freeman. Hey, come back next year and I'll hook you up with whatever he was needing, by the way.
If you could give me whatever you do for me or you're doing for him, that'd be awesome too. So.
I will say also is every time I saw Mitch Pileggi there, I was always had in my head is just Jeremy singing Shocker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It would be bad though if he's not a Shocker fan. And like Jeremy was like, Shocker. And he's like, I hate Shocker. Jeremy'd be like,
Jeremy's like, I don't care. I want to talk about Shocker.
Doesn't like Shocker. So
I always get taken aback when I look at Tom Morga's table and I'm like, why do you have a picture of Halloween 4 in there? You weren't in that. And I used, oh yeah, he is. They need to do a documentary about that guy because he seems to have been in way more stuff than
he's got the trifecta. He's got
Leatherface too, right?
He's got a Leatherface, a Michael, and a Jason.
Cool dude. I met him years ago at Texas Frightmare when it was before I got too crazy, but he was really cool. I was working in the oil field and he was just fascinated by that. He wanted to talk to me about that for like 20 minutes. Really cool guy. I liked him a lot.
He is a really nice guy. I've met him at multiple conventions, and I always find something for him to sign because I've got a New Beginning things, but I brought him a Halloween 4 mask this year, so he's always super nice.
I remember Piz. It was 2015 where Scream, all the actors started showing up to conventions, and Nev was at Texas Frightmare, and there was a Nightmare 2 section, and I went and met Robert Russler, who to this day is at least top 5 of my favorite guys. And he was $20 with a free picture. Those days are gone, we know that, but I remember Nev was charging $50 for the autograph and photo. What she's charging now is probably double that. But I remember he asked me how everything was going. I'm like, dude, I'm so glad. I love Elm Street 2. It's my favorite, blah blah blah. We're talking, and we look over. I'm like, can you believe she's charging $50? And Robert just went into her like, greedy, you know what? Like, this is ridiculous. Now I wouldn't be surprised if Robert's charging that, and then I don't even know what Nev is, but times have changed. So now at conventions, I'll get 1 autograph, maybe 2, which I did. I did 2 this time, but at this point, you know, it's like, let's just go have fun and hang out. I think. You know what I'm saying?
That's the key. Horror convention is the backdrop, right?
It's the excuse. It's the excuse
right?
to get together.
You got something fun to go through and have. But the real thing is just getting together and like, we're going to eat food we haven't eaten.
Yeah, a bunch of fried pickles.
A lot of fried pickles, dude.
A giant mountain of fried pickles.
And just enjoy each other's company, man.
Did any of y'all attend any of the panels?
I didn't know they had panels until we got back.
I did not. I did not know.
I mean, what am I going to listen to Dick Warlock say about Halloween 2 now for the 8,000th time?
Yeah, there's
really
not a whole lot.
You know, respectfully, but it's just like, oh, I ain't got time to sit there for that.
Oh wait, hold on. Is this today's Dan's birthday?
Oh yeah.
It is.
Oh, happy birthday, dude.
Happy birthday, Dan.
Dan, happy birthday,
Happy
buddy.
birthday.
Happy
birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you. This is horrible. Happy birthday, Dan.
Happy birthday to
you. I didn't expect that to take, by the way.
I didn't think I'm waiting for Stone to jump out of a cake now. Like,
I forgot that Stone. Wait, Stone was a whole different highlight of the weekend.
Stone discovered professional wrestling on this trip.
That's true.
WrestleMania,
and he watched it like he was observing apes in the Congo.
It was wild, and he seemed to love it. I think Stone is now going to be a wrestling fan. We're going to convert Lauren next. That's going to be next.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
Oh, 100% we are. We're going to have a super kick party in the hotel.
Can you imagine the WrestleMania storytelling autopsy?
Oh, Jesus.
A WrestleMania autopsy would be the biggest video. We all just quit YouTube at that point.
Yeah, I'll do it.
I want this to happen.
Here's somebody else with a birthday message for you, Dan.
Ooh.
It's garbage day.
This is Voorhees sweater he had on there.
Somebody else here with a message for you, Dan. There's a little something for you, Dan.
I'm waiting for next to add up my age.
It's live, pal. This is live.
I forgot about that.
It was the best.
So what have you done for your any birthday celebration or festivities today, Dan?
Nothing too crazy. I went to Hibachi and getting ready for some shows. Ugly Stepsister. Oh my God, Cinderella is a twisted body horror film from the POV of the Ugly Stepsister. Obviously, I love that movie. But prepare yourself because there's some near XXX level stuff in that film that caught me off guard, but it's really good.
I don't know, Dan. You talked me into something this weekend that is just XXX. I'm pretty sure. I listened to you. I watched it. I can't show it.
The
Dick Shark.
Indiana Jones thing.
No,
Oh, Dick Shark. Okay. Yeah, I was singing the praises of Dick Shark, but that's not XXX.
It's a 2.5 hour. It's getting there. It's 2.5 hours. That's what was the. That's what gets me.
That's a long run time for a movie called Dick Shark.
No.
Very long run time.
That is just the regular cut.
Plot
Of Dick
is there?
There is a 6-hour cut of Dick Shark out there.
Yeah, that's insane. That is insane.
What did they do in 6 hours?
Well, hang on, Christian. If you watch the movie, you'll get what they were doing for 6 hours. I'd have been like, we gotta fucking shoot it again. I don't know. You know, it's not me. It's just the camera.
Wasn't it autographed, or am I imagining?
It is autographed.
What
Of
the
course,
hell,
it was
man?
autographed. It was for Dan. Of course, it was.
Can't wait for the sequel to Dick Shark versus Octopussy.
Hey, that's a really good. Somebody copyright that.
No, just
Dick
in
Shark
fairness,
versus House Shark.
That's
My
good.
God.
it's coming.
Jeez.
That's what the Dick Shark
Jonathan
was
bought it
saying
on
is coming.
DVD. I have Dick Shark on Blu-ray.
I'm not a true fan.
Right.
Well, hold up. Isn't there Amityville Toilet? That'd be Dick Shark versus Amityville Toilet.
Nice.
Chris, don't be ridiculous. That's no Dick Shark. Okay, it's not on the Dick Shark level.
Yeah, it's really
That's
not.
no Dick Shark. I never thought I'd hear that. Those
No
words.
Dick Shark.
It's no Dick Shark.
Ant
Lord
Farm
have
Dick
mercy.
Hole could probably get in there somewhere.
Yes,
But
Beelzebub is a national treasure. I've known that guy since the early 2000s, and he is still pumping.
I feel
out.
like he's what you would be if you didn't have good friends.
The few movies I did are pretty close.
You would just become very degenerate.
Yeah, that's like me in maybe 5 or 6 years. I'll get there.
Well, I mean, you've studied the master, so now it's time. You know,
I'm waiting for that Criterion set for Dumb and Dahmer and some of his all-time classics.
Dumb and Dahmer. Nice. Well, let's get back to the convention. Let's get back to
Yes,
the convention.
sorry.
Let's talk about individual highlights or favorite moments from the convention. Swaggy, what was one of your favorite moments from the convention, or a highlight from the convention that you'll carry with you for the rest of your days?
Well, this is a little bit cheesy, but obviously last year was the first time I went, so it was whenever I got to meet half of y'all in person. So that was excellent. And then this year going, I got to meet more of y'all in person. I've never met Dream, Planet CHH, Ben Grimm, Tallest Chris, Sam, several people, so that for me was the best part. Like you talked about, there was no guest that I was like, oh yeah, I got to go to see that person. But that, and this really didn't have much to do with the convention, but I got to actually watch WrestleMania with some of y'all. And that was the first WrestleMania I'd watched in years. Wasn't all that great. It didn't really pull me back into wrestling, but just hearing y'all talk about it and being around you guys, that to me was the best part. Sitting around the pool, just BSing, without a doubt. That's what I remember.
Okay, cool. Jake Slaughterport, what was your favorite? What was your highlight of the weekend? And did it involve pizza?
Nah, God. Does anyone have that available right now? Anyone have access to that where we can get it on this screen?
Well, I had some of the best pizza apparently that I've ever had in my life this weekend. But for me, it's probably watching Stone watch wrestling.
Yes.
I don't think there's any. That was more entertaining than the actual itself, I think. So,
yes.
Yeah.
It was good seeing Stone there. It was good seeing
It
Stone
was.
there. He's quite a character. Quite a character. Ben, what was your highlight of the weekend, sir?
It was great meeting you and your girl and all the fellas and having the drinks at night. But I guess that mini meetup with Chris and Sam at the airport, we kind of had a mini meet, and then we got to meet the other people. It's kind of like the new class coming into the old class. And then later on when Dream and Slasher and me, we were like discussing Dream getting the tattoo, and we were talking him into the meatball Jason. He was trying to get that cheap tattoo, and we're you're gonna get that Jason one, and he knew he's gonna get it, and we had to talk him into it. But eventually he gave in, and so it was great to be part of that experience for sure.
Cool. Awesome. Awesome. And Matt, it was your very first convention. I'm sure you've got a lot of highlights from the weekend. What's a couple that really stand out for you?
Man, there really are a lot because I mean I told the story about the elevator with Kane Hodder, and that was cool. It was unexpected, but I mean obviously, I flew all the way out here to see you guys. Like if I wanted to go to a con, I mean there's cons I can go to. I really just flew out to see everybody. So it was really cool, just hanging out with everyone and chilling. Like Ben said, that them sort of talking me into that. Not sort of, they did talk me into that tattoo, and I'm so glad that they did because it's awesome. And yeah, so the tattoo, I mean the elevator, I got to try Whataburger. We actually, Chris and I went to Slasher. Chris and I went to the Evil Dead 2 screening. That was cool. It's like. It's hard because like there are a lot, so it's like I'm like there's just like I have to pick them out as they come by through my brain because it was just an awesome weekend. So,
let me ask you this: as a convention newbie, what did you learn from the weekend? Wisdom that you could pass on to other convention newbies who may be going to their first one this year.
Well, I don't know. I mean, one thing you always harp on, which is true, is wear deodorant and don't smell like ass. Because man, there were a couple people you don't think they're gonna be like, they
keep it in your backpack, man. Like it's easy. Like you don't have to, just a little spray.
Yeah, that was a big one. I don't know. I mean, I mean, I brought cash, like because. You guys have put giving people tips before, and bringing cash was a huge one because I tried not to spend more than I took in cash, which probably saved my ass a little bit. But yeah, I mean stuff like that you guys have just tips you guys have given that I adhered to.
Cool. Very cool. Yes. Oh, yes. Be hygienic. You know what I mean? And like, and look, we all are concerned about the deodorants that don't have aluminum in them. They just don't work as well. Okay. So if you're using those, you either got to take the thing with you and reapply, or just go buy the good stuff if you're going to a convention so that you're locked down. Okay.
Or we could also try this. There is this process called washing your ass.
Yes.
If you do that, even the night before, right? It's gonna pay off the next.
Especially being held in a hotel, there's really no excuse.
Go wash your ass and then come back.
Take a freaking shower, dude.
They give you the soap. You don't even have to provide that.
But even then, like if you're on the floor, you're gonna get hot. There's a lot of people around.
I mean, I'm sure I didn't smell great a couple times, but
put some deodorant on there. You know what I mean?
I don't think anybody stunk from our group. I can't.
I don't think so, but I definitely got sweaty a couple times.
Of course. And look, this is another big one. Bring some chewing gum or some mints or something, Mentos, because you're walking around, your mouth's going to get dry. That's when halitosis begins. You don't want to be that guy either. When you're talking to somebody and they recoil away from you because your breath stank. So.
Oh, and I just thought of another one. Swaggy, hooking up with Dana DiLorenzo.
That was cool.
That was
awesome. That's right. Swaggy, you did come prepared, right? You know what I'm talking about.
Well, that was a brief moment, but the second lady who I met, her father was there.
Yeah. I wouldn't have told that.
I
was going to leave that out.
He almost had a shotgun wedding.
Her father Gus.
Her daddy was not much older than us.
Like Hillbilly Jim.
Yeah.
And he pulled out a bottle of hooch out of his coveralls. I took a swig of it.
But he was wearing a Monster Vision hat. So
yes,
he's cool.
I asked him about that hat.
Yeah, he was cool.
I understand if he had to kill Swaggy, but we probably could have hung out with him too.
He's been on there for 5 years, man. She might be back next year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to look for her. But I got to give Slasher Home Video some props. He kind of pushed me into some stuff. So
it was like he was watching an episode of Degrassi. He would fill me in as I came back. He'd be like, "All right, there's the new girl."
So Zoe, are you saying that Chris slid you the devices? for the ladies, right?
He gave me a pep
Yeah,
talk. He was like, "Hey man,
Okay.
this is your chance.
I was the
This will never
wingman,
gonna
dude.
happen again."
I had to wing it up for my boy.
You know, he
really
kinda set me
was.
straight.
Because at one
There
point
was
I was
a
like,
weird
"Where's
switch up with
Spidey?"
the witch hat
What was that?
women, where like he was talking to one, and then all of a sudden it was another woman, and it was like,
Well,
what happened here?
there was like a 60-year-old woman who was out there dropping it like it's hot, who kept running interference on Swaggy.
Oh yeah.
Anytime he changed his direction, she would go to that girl. So she was trying to get at you, Swaggy. If you don't like gilfs,
Blockers, man.
Do y'all know? Do conventions normally have like an after party like that?
they do not.
No.
They
Especially
do.
not
not
an
all.
open bar. Not an open bar.
Yeah,
Not an open
regular
bar,
though.
Definitely not. No.
No. And that's why I appreciate this convention so much. Like that's a really cool thing
Yeah.
that they do.
Yes.
You know, Art the Clown was there. I mean, like not all the celebrities, but you know, they walked through there and they had a drink. You know,
I talked
I
to
bet,
Rob
Art
Barrett.
I bet Art the Clown was even giving you eyes, Swaggy.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Boy, he looks like a high school computer teacher, not in makeup, doesn't he?
Oh God. Oh God.
He does. He does.
Oh yeah. Okay. So JG says he hanging out with you guys, meeting Warlock and Pelegi, and having a deep conversation with William Forsythe about John Wayne Gacy for like 10 to 15 minutes was his highlight. Sam, if you want to share with us a highlight from the weekend for you, please do so.
Yes, it was great meeting you guys that I haven't met yet, that I've known for years now. Which is it's funny to put like a face to the avatars,
But it's never awkward. We just
Never-
keep it
never.
right
No.
where we just like we're hanging out right here. We just isn't that fucked up? Ben's a real person. What's up, Ben? You know?
Yeah. Some of
I know.
us literally
I'll never
talk.
see me again.
Yeah, it's so strange, but in a good way. It's good to see people, face to face, and I think that's what conventions used to be about. You guys touched on it earlier, but you would meet your tribe, and this kind of feels a little more authentic that way. Nothing against, I know Texas Frightmare, Chiller, all these conventions have massive celebrities at this point, and that's really cool if you have the money for that. But it used to be about just meeting your fellow weirdos back in the day. And I remember when I first went, and I was just like, oh, okay, I'm not the only strange dude out there. So yeah, I highly recommend this convention. I really do. And there was plenty to do. Yeah.
It's about the only time you can speak freely and say stuff and people know what you're talking about.
Yes.
You can't talk about in like regular life, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Tallest Chris, you traveled a significant distance to come hang out this weekend. What were some highlights for you?
I want to, I guess, echo the same. Where for me and Sam, we mainly wanted to visit everybody because we go to conventions all the time here in Texas. It's like, it's whatever, but we want to meet everybody. And I will say this. So it was interesting. So I was talking to my parents about this, I think yesterday or today, about us going to the convention, and they asked us how we enjoyed it. And I was saying it was really weird, but in a good way. How like literally, as soon as we stepped off the little fucking shuttle from the bus, we saw everybody sitting up front, and it was not like all awkward and things like no. It was just all like, hey, how's it going? We're in person now. We can talk in person now. It was very easy and smooth, and it was great.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And Sam says hanging with y'all was the highlights. I'm literally still exhausted from the fun. I feel you. Yeah. It was probably, I don't know, probably Tuesday was when like the exhaustion really kind of hit me. I was like, oh crap. So a lot of sleep was had. But
what was your favorite part, Piz?
oh goodness, favorite part? I don't know. I mean, just like, like I said, I mean, I was there more to hang out with you all than for like the celeb aspect of it. So I mean, just hanging out with you all and shooting the bull with you all. That's what it was really all about. I mean, there were a lot of sort of little moments like, hanging out outside and drinking a purple chongo with you guys and chatting with Ben Grimm or chatting with Stone or, hanging out in Jonathan's room and chatting with Matt and Jonathan and, or outside talking wrestling with Sam and the tallest Chris. I mean, just all those moments I mean, that's why I went, and it was great that we had the time and the opportunity to do that because life is short, and
Yeah.
So yeah,
Absolutely.
that was the good time. It was a good time. I see Jess is talking about wanting to come next year. I'm not sure what part of the country you're in, Jess, but you definitely should. You were at didn't Jess come
Scarefest.
Yeah.
We haven't seen Jess since Scarefest, and I am going through withdrawals, man.
Yeah, Jess, if you come, man, I'll be pretty stoked.
Jess, one of those people, just makes me smile. Just me when I see the guy. I just love that guy.
We're just gonna
Jess, mark your calendar for next year, and come on out. Come on out.
No, I think this is going to keep growing. I really do because they're like I said, we're not all here on the panel right now.
So who are we missing? Like Jay the Stingray's not here.
Stone
is not here.
Corey's
not here.
Corey.
Yeah,
Sam is not here.
JG. Yeah,
JG. That's 5 right there.
Yeah, and then family that comes along too.
My
like,
wife's always with me.
Yeah.
Banky.
And the chug, man. That was an accident.
And Arlo, don't forget Arlo.
Arlo. I do feel bad because Banky was getting a lot of love. Arlo is a very good boy.
Yeah.
I tried to make sure that he knew that. Banky's just portable. That's just
right.
Arlo's a
Arlo,
lap
that
dog
was
naturally.
Jay's.
That was Stingray's dog. Yeah.
Yes.
Banky was an accident coming with us because the person who was going to watch him for us couldn't at the last minute. But if he hadn't have come, we'd have never found out about those rooms on the lower level with the back porches. Were just open up into the forest damn near. And you could do illicit things back there because no one would see you. Luckily for me, mine both people sitting beside me liked illicit things.
I still want to go down that hill and into the woods. I think there's shit back there, dude. I swear.
We should go next year. We should go. We should see if we could build a fort.
Yeah, next year we need to go exploring.
Clubhouse.
Blair Witch Project.
We could regress hard next year, boys. We'd be 12 by the time we leave.
Daily Ghost says he's coming next year too.
I told you, Ghost, I want to see Ghost. I want to see all my friends, faceless and faced.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And Cliff Booth. I'm gonna talk.
Yes.
I'm gonna talk to whoever runs this con. We're gonna get Fairuza Balk there, and Cliff and I are gonna be in a Fairuza Balk.
If that randomly happens, Cliff Booth has to be there. If they,
I don't think they'll allow him to be there.
There might be warning back. This is 20 podcasts now. I'll just see Cliff Booth pop up and just rip into Fairuza. It's not just here; it's everywhere. It's all YouTube at this point.
Time out. There's a woof on the bottom of the screen here.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There is. Yeah. Is that Chevy Chase?
Shout out Chevy Chase.
Oh, Chevy Chase is with us.
He looks like a fatter Banky. I dropped him on his nose.
Yeah, we all just got to bring our dogs. We got to make it a dog.
Honestly, it was nice. Other than mine being kind of an asshole to other dogs.
I think maybe Christian's got some beef with Arlo because first night he popped his blow-up mattress.
Yeah.
Popped it.
But we did find out.
I took care of him.
We found out that Mr. CHH is a goddamn thief, though, and that broke my heart.
My what?
You left with all of the blankets in the hotel room.
Some Sonesta blankets on.
Well,
all of those got charged to Jonathan too.
So
it was Jay.
So when the bed popped and then we tried to blow it up and put tape over it, Jake being the redneck he's like, I got some duct tape. I'll be right back. And so it lasted for a few hours. And then so the next day I just kept going to the front desk. Hey guys, if you get another blanket real quick, then 3 hours there, if you guys could bring me another blanket, that'd be great. So there was 6 blankets. I just made a fort on the ground.
I had a whole other blow
air mattress. Well, Jay didn't want the dog to pop it again. But that was the funniest thing because we get the duct tape and it's it looks like it's gonna work. And then I wake up the next morning and Christian's laying on a flat fucking deflated floor.
And then the worst part,
blanket for next time.
I have no idea how Jay did this. So it was Friday night where I don't drink a whole lot, but when I go out and have fun, I overdid it. So Friday night I got so drunk. I remember Jay came in the room. He goes, "You okay?" I said, "Please leave. I'm about to throw up, and I don't know." He's like, "I'm out of here. I'm gonna go back up to Jonathan's." So I threw up all night, and the room was spinning, and I just got in Jay's bed. I did get on the corner of the bed just because figure like, well, maybe he'll hop on, but I remember it was like 2 or 3 a.m. Jay gets in. There's the chair, in the corner of every hotel room. And Jay, I have no idea. He sits down straight up in the chair and just goes like this. Immediately goes to sleep. Doesn't move the entire night. Doesn't shake. Just goes to sleep. Wakes up and he gets right up. I said, "Dude, do you feel bad?" He goes, "Oh yeah." And I was like, "Jay, I'm so sorry, man. Like, you could have." He's like, "No, it's fine, it's fine." So that's when I started asking for the blankets. Like, I had it was this high off the ground of blankets that I made my fort.
That's something I remember from the old sausage factory days. Is that we'd have those long streams. Jay'd be chugging coffee, and I'd be like, "Jay, how can you drink coffee at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night?" And he's like, "I never have a problem falling asleep. And then like 5 minutes later.
Oh my God. It's crazy.
So
I got a picture of him passed out in a chair while we're watching WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
See, I thought whenever you left the hotel room, they do an inventory of all the towels and the blankets, and then if there's something missing, they charge you.
I mean,
but
dude,
Christian was just a guy
for
asking for blankets. They don't know where he's staying.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I just kept asking for blankets. I just
want to picture Christian following the maid into each room. It's like, I forgot something in there. I was just gonna be right back.
Honestly, it's a nice blanket too. I like it. Cindy's like, "What are you gonna do with that?" I said, "It's mine now. I'm just wash it and then I'll sleep with it."
It's my keepsake from the convention.
You know what? It really is. So it really is my keepsake.
That should be a thing. We should see if we can reassemble an entire Sonesta hotel.
I have my room key. I forgot that. So
yeah.
Oh man,
1% of the way there.
That's the cool thing about the tattoo, though. When I look at my tattoo, like I just remember the weekend.
Yeah.
And that was the funny thing. When I got the tattoo, it was an Asian gentleman who was tattooing me, and I sat down. He goes, "Are you busy today?" I said, "I'm enjoying myself." He goes, "We can talk and take time, or you can be quiet. Let me do it." I said, "Knock it out," and that sucker just went, and he knocked that thing out in like 25 minutes. I think I walked back up, and John's like, "When are you getting your tattoo?" I'm like, "I'm done." It's like he blasted through that tattoo.
Well, I saw you right before that, and you're like, "Well, I'm probably going to be a few hours. I'll see y'all later." And I saw you in 45 minutes.
He said, "No talk, let me work." And I said, "Fine." And he did not stop. He just blasted it out. So.
Yeah. Dana De Lorenzo signed Swaggy's room key. Is that right? Swaggy, my God.
She also tipped him.
Damn.
Look, I paid her $80 for an autograph and a picture.
Well,
So,
I can't say nothing.
That was the
But
only
what you got
autograph
in-
I actually did.
But what you got in return, Swaggy?
Oh
You'll
yeah,
never
I mean, we shared a brief moment on the dance floor, so I can live with that.
Okay.
Is that what they're calling?
All right, were y'all disappointed in the amount of vendors selling physical media?
I ended up getting quite a bit of
I
physical
got
media
quite a
on
bit.
Sunday.
Yeah,
It's not going to be even at larger cons, man. You're not seeing like even the bootleg guys that were omnipresent everywhere. At one point, you're just not seeing them anymore.
I see that one table. Is it Horrorland Media? I see them at several conventions. Like they seem
I got
to
some
be,
stuff from them.
Yeah, they're really good.
I wonder if the conventions are kind of like. Is it that most of the bootleg stuff is like official now, or is it that maybe the conventions are not eager to?
I don't know, man.
So
I was trying to like wrap my head around like differences in prices on bootlegs. Like I've always had they'd be like, well, this one's $50. It's like, why? You don't own any of it, right? Like, why is this one more expensive? Because it's more rare.
So I can speak from con staff experience for the local San Antonio convention for anime. I've been working at forever. we used to be kind of okay with bootlegger-ish stuff, but then in the last, I want to say 7 or 8 years, we kind of make sure to always kick them out. Even in like the artist alley stuff, we always make sure to kick those people out because the more bootleggers you have, the less likely you're going to have actual like con sponsors from like big name people and so forth, big name groups.
That makes sense.
Things.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
Piz probably knowing Jonathan. There's a bootleg guy that used to go to Scarefest all the time.
Yeah.
From like the early beginning. Well, I went to I forget what it's called, but it's in Bowling Green at the Corvette Museum convention.
Sorry.
But he was actually there, and that was like a couple years ago when I was shocked. So they're still there. I just think they do the smaller ones that don't care as much.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and I guess what Chris said makes sense because a lot of the conventions bring in Orbit and they bring in TerraVision and they bring in Vinegar Syndrome and so.
I think like a TerraVision would be just right for Full Moon, man. I think they do really well.
That would be great. Even but for Scarefest, Dark Sky was the biggest one that did it last year. And I
Yeah,
was
they were
shocked
there
that-
to give you a good deal on that chainsaw set, buddy.
Well, yeah, because they got people like Christian buying them at full price. And
Had to throw
I
shade
did
at
too.
my man.
I did too.
That reminds me. I was surprised that for a Full Moon Fest, Charles Band wasn't out there,
Right?
talking to stuff.
It's probably not worth it. He probably only makes the kind of money he needs to make.
Well, they banned bootleggers, so they couldn't have Charles Band.
That's funny.
Hey, now.
That's funny.
Well, hey,
Coach Charlie out there.
he's not
Christian's
that far
like,
from Nashville anymore. He's in Ohio.
That's true.
That's true. That's true.
And he will sign your
JG.
stuff for free if it's Full Moon related. So
Mhm.
bring your
Yeah, it's
stuff.
usually buy one get 5 free.
Yeah.
JG says any memorable convos with guests, celebs, cons like Full Moon or Wasteland are great for getting some time to actually talk to actors for a bit. Anybody have any heart-to-heart moments or good convos with the celebs at the table? Or Chris, go
Well,
ahead.
I didn't have a big one. It's not like a big story, but I just want to say, like, I test them so because I'm not like an autograph guy, but if I get a chance in the lobby, I'll be like, hey, and see how they act. Jenica Nail is like the sweetest person. I just like said hi to her, and she was like genuinely like, she seemed genuinely grateful and stuff. And then like the next day, she was getting off the elevator and saw me and like went out of her way, her face lit up, and she said hi and stuff. It's like the little things like that. Like the next, it was the end of the con when she did that. But if she had done it like a day earlier, I probably would have got an autograph just because she was so like cool. So I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart. I never had met her before, but just she was the one that I talked to the longest, just in indie film in general, and the shock of Terrifier becoming what it is, the #1 movie in America. That's pretty wild when you sit and think about it. $30-something thousand movie that would build to that today. So yeah, if you get a chance to meet her, and all the Terrifier people are great, but she was especially,
Yeah, I ran into her on the elevator, and she didn't really say anything much to her other than "How's your weekend going?" But she seemed very nice.
Rod Barrett was talking to me about Banky and how he wanted to get a dog, but like he just has cats right now. I didn't know that was him until the next day. So
Yeah, we hung out with them.
Yeah, we were.
And I didn't even know who it was until the next
day.
day.
In fact, I was kind of like, man, who's this dude that keeps talking to me? And the next day, I'm like, oh shit, no, you're in a movie I hate. I would have told you about that.
Well, speaking of him, I talked to him a little bit about the sequel and what's going on with the sequel. So, yeah.
Any news you can share or no?
They were going to start shooting. They're going to start shooting soon. I think that's fair. I can say that much. But he was cool. Dick Warlock was like, "Did you have a beard?"
He said the same thing to me.
Matt.
He said the same thing. He thought I was somebody else. When I met him, he's like, "Hey, you cut your beard since last time I saw you." I'm like, "Sir, I've never met you in my life." I was gonna say that to him, but I'm like,
Mr. Warlock, unfortunately, I think has some dementia
Yeah.
issues. It's
He's the coolest though. He's
He's
cool. I
very
love
nice.
Dick. I love him. He's great. Yeah. He was like, what are you doing in June? I'll come back on your channel. And I was like, okay, cool. So Dick Warlock round 2 coming soon, baby.
There you go. At least he's cool and he likes to talk about that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's super cool.
Did he? I want to know if he ever tried to pick a woman up, being like, why they call me Dick Warlock, right?
You know it. You know it.
it's the
Got it
Such a
once.
badass name.
Yeah.
That is.
Somewhat of a cock magician myself.
Well, let me ask you guys this. What celebrities would you want to see at next year's convention?
I wanted Tom Atkins to be there again. I was really hoping he was going to be there. So I'd love to see him next year.
Well, they don't invite the same guests 2 years in a row unless it's Kane Hodder. So Tom was there last year. Maybe he'll be, maybe they'll bring him back next year.
I'd like them to have. They had Andrew Divick there a few years.
Oh, that'd be
ago.
cool.
Oh,
I would like to meet him. I think that'd
I
be
would
fun.
too.
And Lisa Strage, yeah, that was one for this year. I would have totally met her.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They did say when they posted about her canceling that she will be there next year.
That's good. That's good.
I'm hoping Damien Leone is there next year, just because he's the last one I need on this Terrifier 2 poster for it to be complete. So I hope he is there next year.
I'd like to see Lloyd. I was hoping he'd show up because he shows up sometimes at places. I was hoping he'd get in there. Lloyd
Yeah, I would
Kaufman,
love
in case-
like Elvira or
I think it's a little too
Elvira or
high.
Spenguli or something like that.
Elvira's probably a little too high profile for a full movie.
And she doesn't do the. She comes as Cassandra now, from what I understand. Like the Elvira character is retired.
Or even Joe Bob.
Joe Bob
Joe
would
would
be
be good.
amazing.
Joe Bob's going to be at FrankenCon, so Jeremy and I are going to meet Joe Bob.
Where's Frankencon?
It's
Alcoa,
in-
Knoxville, pretty much.
It's in Knox.
Okay.
I think it's next month. Let me see.
I do have to meet Joe Bob at some point.
May 9th and 10th. So he'll be there with Darcy, and I'm really excited about meeting Rhonda Shear, and just
Oh, wow.
totally mark out about USA Up All Night with her. So
Very cool.
Let's get Jim Wynorski. Why not?
yes,
Get him down there.
God, I
Yeah.
love that.
Great call.
God,
That would,
That's a
would be amazing.
God, that'd be good.
I'd say Jack Taylor, one of the last living Euro horror legends, would be cool, but probably
Mhm.
unlikely.
Now, who's like probably would do it?
Fred Olin Ray would be great. If you got Wynorski and
Oh.
Fred Olin Ray, I think
Yeah.
that would be a draw.
That'd be
That'd
legendary.
be
Linnea
I love
would
that.
be really cool. I don't know. if
Linnea would be a
that'll
good
happen,
one.
but
Would be a good
Linnea.
one for that.
She's
Yeah,
been there
that'd be
before, I'm pretty sure.
really?
so, yeah.
she's
Should
coming
be
to
a
the one
good
near me, so hopefully I'm going to meet her there. But
She's awesome.
David Dakota.
Tiffany Sheffis.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
Good call with that one.
Mhm.
Brian Usna. I'd love that.
Yeah.
Claudio Fragasso.
Hell
Oh
yeah.
wow. Okay.
And
All right,
Uwe
all right.
Boll and have
I
them
would-
side by side.
Oh, fucking Uwe Boll, Jesus.
Yeah, man.
Maybe they'll spark a
Right,
passion
phenomenal.
joint
It-
project between those two.
I would
I
love
met
that.
him at Fangoria, and he is great to talk to. Like, say what you will about the movies that he made, Uwe Boll is a blast to talk to. You guys are on the same poster. I've got that House of the Dead poster that you all signed, or some of you, anyways. With Uwe
Nice.
Boll.
That's so funny.
Catherine Isabel would be sweet.
Catherine Isabel would be
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Cam Springsteen would be good.
Oh Jesus, has
I don't
she
think
ever
we're
done
gonna get
one?
that
I don't even
far.
think she acknowledged
No.
that she did those movies
Yeah.
anymore.
That would be
Yeah,
a
that'd
miracle.
be fun. That'd be a miracle. But yeah.
Her brother's got enough money; she ain't never gonna run out. So don't get your hopes up.
Yeah.
Hedwig Fennick, but I've kind of given up hope on her. So
I would like Andrew Divoff. I think I would like to meet him next year. That would be cool. I've never met him
Andrew Divoff.
before. And Jeremy would love to meet him as the Wishmaster. Let's see. My goodness.
Patty Mullen.
I met her. She's
Sure.
great.
Sure. Jill Sholin. I'd love to meet Jill Sholin. Get Jill Sholin there for God's sake.
Have
David
Alright,
Duff
well,
Washington would be good.
Full Moon, we put in our requests. Do your thing.
So-
Jeffrey Combs. I want to throw that.
Well, I was
in
about to
before
say
we
that.
wrap up.
I want Jeffrey Combs to show up so me and Piz can apologize to him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get that full apology. He's not allowed at that con
Yeah.
What did I-
because of Piz.
Can you
What is-
please sign this? I'm a bad man.
What did I miss about that? What happened?
Well, they got it mixed up with another Jeffrey.
Jeffrey
Oh,
Jones.
Yeah, Jeffrey Jones. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, my childhood is dying on screen.
Yeah, I knew. I came back from the bathroom, and they were talking about how Jeffrey Combs was canceled, and my heart
I'm
broke.
googling it. I'm not seeing anything about Jeffrey Combs.
Oh
like,
God.
Hang on. Meet Jeffrey Combs, but get I'll always know what, or get a I still know what you did last summer poster signed. that's the caveat. He's only
after
signing
he signed
shit from
it,
that
you just
movie.
do this. Just
Oh man. Jeez.
I mean, it would work on it. And I
What?
still know what you did last summer.
That's
So-
what I'm saying. I still know. I didn't mean always. I mean I still.
Oh Lord. Yeah, that poor man. Oh. Jeez. What about well, let's talk about like people from the community who you want to be there next year to hang out with. We mentioned Jess, Cable Channel 11 or Ghost said he's coming next year. Anybody else from the community you'd want to hang
Big
out
Crack
with?
Rock.
Yeah,
Get Lauren out there.
Yes. Yes, the Big
Steak.
Crack Rock.
My buddy
Steak.
sauce.
We
Yeah.
need steak sauce there
Steak.
bad.
Yep.
yeah, we gotta
I'd like to see an international flight come over for Big Mike for the Fifth Beatle.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's the most American one of all of us here, dude. That motherfucker.
Very
bleeds
true.
Red, white, and blue.
I
And also Bog Zombie and
Yeah.
El Chewy Gringo. Those are the two good ones.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Anybody, like if you're gonna be there, like I think Big Crack Rock was there last year and just didn't say hi to us. Like,
yeah,
I want to meet you guys.
How
Scarefest. Yeah.
how?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I'd love to
throw
meet
out
Jeremy.
I'm gonna throw out a long shot here. A Hail Mary. Orc.
Ooh, nice one.
You got to get him to one.
1, 2,
We
4,
have-
5, 6.
They're
Yes,
getting
exactly.
more and more complete every time we get together.
Yeah, we're close. Like
Hey,
there's
what-
some
Brian
people-
Trash.
Did you guys say B movie Mike or are you talking
Oh,
about
no.
the real Fifth
That's a
Beatle?
good one.
I was talking about Real Fit Beat, but Mike B movie
that'd be
Mike's cool too.
Real Fifth Beatle. Everybody's on the wrong side of the road. They're driving on the wrong
I
side.
can't believe it. Your food's so much better.
No,
It's so Gracie. All
What
these
is it I'm
pickles.
tasting?
Why
What
is
it
there
I'm
all these
tasting?
pickles here?
That seasoning,
wanna-
Mike, it's so spicy.
I think
They're mashed
Mike-
potatoes.
Mike is
These
just gonna,
portions
like,
are ridiculous.
Oh my god, this sandwich is the size of my head. We just do that all weekend.
You shop at Walmart?
Mike's gonna just come out of a store like looking like Rambo. You can just buy these guns here.
You just give them. I bought an AR-15.
They didn't even check me. Me ID.
They gave me a rifle with a checking account.
They thought I was from Alabama.
Oh Lord have mercy.
Yeah, I opened a credit card and got an AR-15.
B Movie Mike would be cool to hang out with. I have hung out with B Movie Mike before, but it would be good to get him there for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he's doable. Yeah, we get. Well, he was.
No, don't fuck him, Dan. Hang on.
No,
I don't
well.
care if you think he's doable or not.
I've
I
seen
wouldn't
behind that
recognize-
microphone, and I make no promise.
Yeah, he would
I
have to
wouldn't
walk around
recognize
with a
you.
fucking pop filter in front of his face.
I was gonna say if he came up and he's like, "Hey, it's me, it's Mike," I'd have to pull the pop filter out and hold it up to his face. Oh, it is you.
Son of a bitch! There, or you just walking around looking for him with it out.
We all bring weird stuff to sign, and I just want an 8x10 of him, just like just behind the mic.
Hey, Mike, can you sign my pop filter?
That'd be great. Tony, thank you for the $4.99. Thoughts on Kathleen Kennedy leaving Lucasfilm, and does this give you hope for the future of Star Wars moving, or is it dead at this point? I think I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends on who they put in her place that could possibly revive it. But her leaving is definitely a step in the right direction, for sure.
I'm gonna say dead for a decade, and then maybe it can come back.
They know how to
Need a break.
oversaturate, that's for sure.
They're
Put
still-
John Boyd in
still
charge.
putting those things out. They're still putting
They
those
are
things
too
out.
much.
Oh, Tony's coming through again. Thank you for the additional $4.99. Favorite polarized horror sequels? Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, The Ring 2,
Oh,
Alien 3, The Assembly Cut, Jason Goes to Hell, Texas Chainsaw Part 2. I'm right there with you on Alien 3, and even Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. I like that one.
but the Ring 2?
The Ring 2. Ooh, I can't.
Sir,
Can't
that's a
believe
sign
that.
of stroke. You're going to need to go to the hospital and get that checked out. You enjoy
Yeah.
the Ring 2. Those are signs of stroke.
I think
I'm right there with you on all those, except for The Ring 2.
I'm a fan of Prom Night 4. For some reason, I wish they continued on that story. The time travel element.
Wait, I was going to say I enjoyed Book of Shadows for a
Shadows
polarized
is great.
sequel.
I think I think the love for that's starting to come around.
My big one is Texas Chainsaw Massacre 4. I think that's the most underrated movie ever.
I love that.
People
one
need
too.
to watch it. Give it a legit chance. It's a good movie.
It's a wild one.
I love
It's
it.
a wild one.
Matthew McConaughey just doing his thing.
Yes, indeed. This is for you, sir.
Oh, Chongo delivery.
Thank you, sir. Man, I
Hey,
could.
this thing, right?
Damn.
I could use a Chongo right now.
I could. I definitely could. Jeez. Let's see. Let me ask the audience. Is there any questions for us in the audience? Any convention questions or hangout questions? Does anybody want the actual recipe for purple chongos? Which I don't know if Stingray will give that out, but you know.
In the back, sipping purple Chongo.
It's not a secret. We didn't invent it or anything. It's a very old school drink.
I'm a little mad at Jay though. I think I'm the only one that didn't get offered a purple
A
Chongo
Chongo?
this weekend.
Well, we
I
knew
know
how
I was
dedicated you are to your twisted.
Yeah,
Tea.
you wasn't gonna come
That's
up off
true.
those teas, bro.
Yeah, you drinking them like you sponsored, bro.
He saw
Bro.
you rubbing that pizza box, and he was like, "This man has had it."
Dude, that is the just Jake and just the whole pizza saga. Like it's like 45 minutes from the time we hand him the pizza
Yeah.
to the time that he puts it down.
And then he's like, "I'm sick," but then I think you ended up getting like macaroni and cheese or something after that.
I did.
What did
Speaking
y'all
of-
think of the restaurant at the hotel?
It's good. It's a little pricey.
It's
good.
a solid. It's a
Good,
solid
though.
restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
Except I hate the whole brunch thing, the Easter brunch,
Oh,
where
yeah.
all of a sudden a breakfast is $45 and there's no other option.
That the
outta
hotel
here with
breakfast
that.
is kind of fucking overpriced anyway because the omelet and the waffle are like the only like good parts of it.
It's like $22 for the buffet, ain't it?
Yeah, and like I said, just the omelet and the waffle are any good.
I mean, they have
Big
other
roll
good
with
stuff. I would
blankets,
say
though, that
Their
disappear.
gravy was very not good.
No,
their sausage is pretty good though.
Sausage links were okay,
Good tacos.
Their
and
Their
all you can
meat-
drink milk, chocolate milk.
Yeah.
True.
their meatloaf is really good in that restaurant. They had some really good, like their appetizers. You could just get an appetizer for a meal because they're huge.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah, I
the,
got those brisket tater tot nacho things. I got those were real good.
By
I had the tater
Sunday, they
tots.
had
Those
stopped
were really
that.
good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the last thing of pickles I got was a third the size
Oh, wow.
of what it had been all week. I was like, oh, somebody found that.
And
They probably ran
yeah,
out.
the portions were insane. Like I got some cheese curds, and they gave me like this bowl of cheese curds for a starter.
Yeah.
I had the tater tots, not with the brisket though, but they were really good. The quesadilla was really good. So
Ben Grimm got the shaft on the cheese curds on that one
I know
restaurant.
they screwed me
they
over
shut
on
you
it.
down way back burger.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
You know, that's another thing. Next time I go, I want to investigate more of Nashville. I really felt like I only saw like one street the whole time.
If you can swing it, like take that extra day.
Yeah, we need to get off that interstate and go into Nashville.
Yeah,
like you know what I'm saying.
I do want to say Corey drives so insanely fast. It's not even funny.
I was in the front seat and I just closed my eye.
He
Whole
said,
time
"Follow
he's
me."
driving.
We were going to his place to watch wrestling, and I took Jonathan's van, and he's like, "Just follow me." Some bitch had the front hood of his car coming off the ground, and then as soon as we turned, there was like a light coming up. That sucker was yellow for about 20 feet before he got there. I'm like, he's not gonna. I don't know where I'm going. I'm like, he's not gonna go. Sucker went right under that light. Then we got lost, had to figure out where the hotel was. That's another thing. He said, "Oh, it's just right down the street." It wasn't right down the street. It was a little ways down the street. We had a couple turns here and there, but we figured it out. But
We did have like a plush palatial pad down there, though.
oh, dude, he was living large at the
What?
home 2 suites.
And let's not forget, Corey was walking around the convention and doing all that stuff with like
A
he was
bum
how many
leg.
weeks out? He was how many weeks out from a broken leg from like a surgery, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I can't get him upset or mad about nothing. I'll say something to him that like try to get him mad. He just goes. Like, that's all I can get out of Corey. He's so chill.
We got Garrett in the chat tonight. What's up, Garrett? How you doing, sir?
Come down next year, Garrett. And
Yeah,
make them
good.
dead
Yeah, Garrett.
come down, dude. That's
Yeah.
bullshit. You're right here close. They don't want to do nothing to scare.
I've hung out with Garrett at a convention. This was many years ago, though. But
Yeah, I think I saw
Yeah.
Garrett at a convention like 16 years ago. I think Chiller. So yeah, before he became a big YouTuber, I met Garrett.
I did learn one thing. If you want to bring your beer from your room, I bought a beer at the convention
Oh,
for
yeah, bring
Mm.
bring
It
your
was
beer.
$5 for a Modelo.
I learned
Jay
my
was
lesson
feeling it.
Thursday night.
No, you didn't. You kept doing it. Learning your lesson
No.
would be the definite stop doing that.
Oh, listen, Thursday night, I was about $36 into like 4 teas. And then Friday, we went to Walmart and I got a 12 pack. So,
Oh, that was the funniest thing at Walmart. Jake had to go through the self checkout, and he had to wait like 20 minutes for a guy to check his ID or approve it. And there was this one girl with an AEW jacket
Yeah.
on, and of course we're poking fun like, AEW sucks. And I think somebody, I might have been Dan or somebody, one of us was like, it's like,
I remember that.
AEW's like all they do is botch. Watch her screw something up. She somehow or another she botched her checkout and had to get back in line. She had to get back.
Oh my
We were just
God.
like, she botched the checkout and she got back in line to check out again.
The you effed up chants were pretty interesting.
Oh, it's
You know,
funny.
we all went to McKay's. That's
Yeah.
always like a standard trip. You know, I love. We don't have those in Georgia, so that's the only time I've ever been to one.
That was my first time there.
It was completely different from last
Yeah,
year.
they completely changed it around.
well, they moved
Everything-
all the
movies were
up
on the
top.
bottom, and it was
Yeah.
just music up top. And I kind of preferred that.
Yeah, they changed it around, but I mean, I got a pretty big stack.
That's pretty cool
of
stuff.
Yeah,
I got some good
Yeah.
stuff there.
if y'all are ever in Knoxville, Tennessee, that McKay's is so much better. They've got
Yep.
such a bigger movie collection, and horror collection as well.
We, my wife likes to go to Gatlinburg a lot. So anytime we go to Gatlinburg, I stop there on the way back, on the way home.
Mhm. Yeah, that's a good one. How are celebrity prices at this convention? Well, they're not cheap. They're not cheap.
yeah,
Wow.
that's the
Same
story
in-
everywhere though.
Hey,
It's the
Yeah.
caliber of celebrity you're meeting, right? Like how
Yeah.
much stuff are they in? How visible are they?
It Kane was 100 for the photo and the autograph. I think just the autograph was 80.
Yeah, just the
Yeah.
autograph was.
So how
nice.
much was like
Yeah.
Friday?
Melanie
Friday
Kinnaman,
four. Yeah, there you go.
she was 60 all in, I think.
Yeah, it's much more reasonable. but
That's.
it's-
I think
Yeah.
that's what Dick Warlock was, and I think Morga was maybe.
Morgan was
50?
80.
Was he?
Was he?
I don't think he was 80.
He was 50. He might have been 50.
I mean, respectfully though, that isn't really a good price. It's still way overpriced, I think.
It is.
I mean,
It is, but for today's standards, that's cheap.
Well,
Your best case scenario now for anybody anybody is $40.
$40.
Like,
Yeah.
And the whole charging for a picture thing it blows my mind because it's literally none of your time. It's 2 seconds.
You know, it's getting so bad. I mean, respectfully, the guy who played Leatherface in the Netflix Chainsaw film, he was at Texas Frightmare in 2018 or 9. No, it was 2021, I think. I know it was after COVID, but the guy was charging $80 for a picture autograph, and like that was the only thing he had on his table. Like he wasn't saying, "Oh, I did this," and I'm just thinking. I remember I was in line because he didn't have a line, and I looked at the prices, and I was just like, "You got to be kidding me!" I got out of line. It's just like, I mean, I think the only way to really change that culture is for people to just stop paying for it. But you know,
they're not going to.
No, they've created an entire culture around it. Like people go, "Hey, I'm supposed to give celebrities money to pretend to like me for 30 seconds." It's weird.
Well, I mean, terror. Okay.
Yeah, terrified. When I was in line to meet David Howard Thornton, there was a couple behind me, and they got like 4 things. They had 4 things and one inside. So he was $50 a pop autograph and then 80 with the combo. So
that's ridiculous.
The photo shoot with him and the girl in makeup where it was $250.
And that's really dumb. I'm sorry.
Which I mean, I can't say nothing because I paid it, but I needed this poster done.
You were
Little Pale Girl was $80 for a picture and an autograph.
Yeah,
without
there
makeup,
was
with makeup, it was more.
There was a celebrity there who I saw at another convention earlier this year, and he was less at Full Moon than he was at the other convention. So I kind of wondered, did he not do well at that one? And maybe he's brought or his manager has asked him to bring the prices down. I don't know, but he was less than what he had been. So
hopefully they're getting it.
Yeah,
it's an ego thing too.
And I think it's regional too. Like if you're on the East Coast, it's going to be definitely more than somewhere like here.
Yeah, I know that when people are at Texas Frightmare weekend, they'll sometimes come to Oklahoma City HorrorCon, and they'll be way cheaper at Oklahoma City HorrorCon than Frightmare, and it's only like a month apart from each other. So
this also plays into that terror, like the mega cons being just soulless and just cash grabs. Like,
yeah.
I'm just gonna hang out in the elevator next year. Just stay there the whole time. What are they gonna do? Like if Kane Hodder comes in, like what's he gonna do if I pull up my phone and just snap a pic? Like we're in there, he can't go anywhere. That's what
where are you going, Kane? Come on.
Yeah.
If you take video, you know you can get some stills. If you're covert, there's ways to get a picture with them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like as tall as Chris did that, who's gonna stop him?
Yeah, right.
Just stay in the elevator.
Give me that phone.
You're taller.
Stay in the elevator.
He just like holds it up out of their reach.
Yeah.
Robert Englund is charging $300 to sign now. That's why I hate that fucking guy now. That's why.
I mean, like I don't.
And he has a line forever too, so that's
He does.
people are willing to pay that.
Fucking
Right?
fault. It's your fault.
And
Everyone
apparently he'll talk. Like if you say, "Hey Robert, I want you to know my favorite Nightmare 4." Well, you know on 4 what we did. What? And I hear he'll just ramble and go on with a gigantic line too. So that's your whole day if you go to meet Robert Englund.
It was when I had him sign my poster. I was literally in line for hours. Like there were 2 screenings I wanted to see, but I couldn't because I was in line for Robert Englund.
Even if they draw your numbers now, still it's hours. It's insane.
When he was at Frightmare, I know people were signing or getting in line at 6 a.m. and the con didn't even open until 11 a.m.
Yeah.
Well, and on top of the line moving slow, they kept pulling him out every so often to go do photo shoots.
That they've sold for hundreds of dollars more.
Yeah.
He's
It was just
making
all
a
day.
fortune on these things.
His wife's his agent, so there isn't even a 10% going.
It's insanely. It's insanely
He's
depressing.
getting it all. Yeah.
Thoughts on Wes Craven Cursed, a very crazy werewolf film.
Best scene.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it. I've actually seen another cut of the movie. it's a little better than what we got, but it's still not great. So I don't know. It could have been something, maybe, but
Yeah, it's a turd. I'm just gonna
What
say.
happens when you get rid of Skeet Ulrich? Okay,
that happens. Yeah,
you
You
Well,
reap
he's like-
what you sow.
I like the flip off werewolf. I mean, it's
werewolf
fine.
that flips you off. Yeah. Oy.
It's one
Oy
I
vey.
want to like, but every time I watch it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's why I don't like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
pretty early on, you
it's a
realize.
fascinating like story, like the movie production and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like
And like it
Dr.
it
Moreau.
had a cool cast, but like yeah, the movie's not great.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oy. Oy. Let me see what's going on in the chat. If anybody has any questions for us, questions about conventions or anything, throw them out there.
I know a lot of y'all bought T-shirts from that one guy.
Oh, Paul Bearer Press.
Paul Bearer
Yeah,
Press.
that's
Paul
our
Bearer.
like we
Go
always
to
pick an
Paul Bearer
official
Press.
sponsor, dude. Last year it
Mhm.
was Chongos. This year our official sponsor is Paul Bearer Press.
They have
He was
such cool
cool.
shit.
Yeah,
Yes,
he
I
was
Good
couldn't
shit.
find this hat on their website.
I got this hat.
Oh, the Nita hat, nice.
We're all a bunch of us are wearing.
Yeah, I feel like everybody bought a hat from that guy.
I bought a bunch of
yeah.
shirts. I got this shirt, Zombie 2.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
the same one. I like that one.
I got a bunch of stuff from Monster City Madhouse. He's always got great stuff. That dude's
It's
a
like
good
the-
guy too.
like vintage Halloween looking shirts and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, Piff
Oh,
taught
that's
me
what
to
it
buy a
is?
shirt from there
Okay.
too.
Oh, that's right. I forced you to buy that, didn't I?
Yeah, you basically forced me.
I did.
you got a Freddy phone, right, Ben? Were you the one that got?
Oh yeah,
that?
I got the
Oh,
from the
that's
guy
cool.
with the weird teddy bears with what's his
Yeah,
name's
yeah,
face
Yeah,
on it.
with Robin Williams' face.
Robin
Yeah,
Williams.
those
Robin Williams'
$50
face
teddy
with teddy bear.
bears.
Mhm.
Oy vey. You can also find some really cool stuff over at retrocryptco.com.
Very
And
true.
if you use promo code PIZZOW13, you can get 13% off your purchase from retrocryptco.com.
Hell yeah.
I got hand delivered my order from Retro.
I had to. I've been my order was hand delivered at work. That's pretty.
Now, I don't think Retro Crypto can offer hand delivery to everybody.
No, you have to be in a very specific region for that. But
He's got drones. He's got drones.
yeah, I'm what was happening in New Jersey a while back. I got a bunch of orders
Yeah.
from New Jersey.
Those were just Trick or Treat Studios masks going throughout the night, dude.
The aliens are dropping off the Amazon packages now.
Well, it's about time they put them to work.
Now they're legal.
Isaac
I have
James-
a tip. If you're going
Oh,
to
go
a
ahead.
con and it's at a hotel, stay at the hotel at the con because it's
Oh,
it's
yeah.
always great to just be like
Pay the premium.
going up to the room when you're
Mhm.
tired.
It makes the world of difference.
And you got to pack around all your stuff. If you're
Take it back to
buying
the room.
stuff or getting it signed, you can just take it back to the room.
You need a nap. If you need to go chill, just
I did
get
hit that nap a
some
couple times. Dude.
personal
that, nap,
space.
that mid convention
Or if-
nap is underrated.
Or if you're like Swaggy, you need to take a couple of ladies to your room.
Right.
There you go.
Mm.
I want to see a scenario where this happens with Swaggy, right? Swaggy gets the two girls back to the room, and then Swaggy frantically knocks on someone's door at night. I need $500 right now. there's like some
Like The
big dude
Hangover.
behind him.
This has never
wakes
came
up
up
the next
before.
morning
I
trying to figure
need
it
this. I'll pay
Just-
you back
And
tomorrow.
there's some just like Debo from Fridays behind him, just fucking, and he's just like, please. I was like, I thought that went too well. Yeah, hang on.
Swaggy disappears for a weekend, and then we find out he's hanging out to the bed.
It's gonna be very bad things. You're gonna have the weekend at Bernie's. Somebody.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. So Isaac James is going to his first convention. Any tips? I know Matt had mentioned deodorant. That's a big one.
Mm,
Take cash with you, budget,
yeah,
and
Talk to people. Talk to
Yes.
people around you.
yeah.
Make friends. Put yourself out
Make
there.
friends.
This is the
Okay.
place to do it. We're all
Also, Also, a backpack that came up a couple times.
Yes.
Over
Yep.
a backpack is a big help.
Mhm.
I would
And
say
keep
if
it
you're-
empty. Bring what you got to bring, but don't pack it down.
Yep.
And keep it light. You'll have room to store your stuff. And
If you get a poster sign, bring a frame or a tube to roll it back up in.
Tube would help.
If you're driving, bring your own drinks. You'll save a lot of money.
That's a huge.
Yes.
Yeah, bring your own food and drinks.
And always bring a comfortable pair of shoes because you will be walking more than what you realize.
Yes. Comfortable pair of shoes can save the whole weekend for you, for sure.
Oh, and on Sundays, vendors are usually ready to make at least somewhat of a deal.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind.
Don't be shy. Just ask them because
There's a big autograph booth that we've hit. Dan puts a fucking dent in it every time he goes. But,
I did.
They do 50% off on Sunday.
Yeah.
And that makes it very worthwhile. You could have got a Laura Park Lincoln autograph this weekend prior to when she passed away for only $15. That's not going to happen again.
Mm.
Not next.
Rest
Or,
in peace, by the way.
and RIP Laura Park. Lincoln.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Probably might be my favorite final from the series.
Yeah. She was my very first Friday the 13th final girl. I had a crush on her. I mentioned that to
She's
her when
so
I met her.
cute.
Yeah, and she was like, even with my hair looking like that, she hated the way her hair looked in the movie.
Even in her older age, she was very cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
She's
sad.
also great in that Freddy's Nightmares episode.
And House
and
too.
House too, yeah.
And House
Let's
too.
say
Mhm.
she's more of like she's got like the business suit, in that one with the she's a little more business lady in that one.
I think that's the first Friday final girl we've lost, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it
Yeah,
is.
it is.
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
Mm.
Yeah.
Interesting. But that's going to happen more and more often. And it makes you wonder what in 15, 20 years, what do horror cons look like, right?
I know.
Is it
know.
all the Scream people are now like, the
These kids.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
the
I mean,
strangers.
they'll start
that'll
having
be a
to.
thing soon.
They'll have to start digging a little deeper
Mhm.
into some newer stuff that maybe isn't as sought after, but
So all the Blumhouse movies, you're saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
all those
Nobody's
Lionsgate
gonna
movies from the
remember that.
2000s.
The Conjuring
Oh,
people.
Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, they're all.
Like all the Dark Castle movies, guys. Yeah.
That's true.
Anyone meet Tom Savini? He really did say a word.
I met him.
I'm not
Me
sure what
too.
that means, but yeah, I've met him. He doesn't say much, or he didn't say a whole lot to me the times I've met him.
He was in a extremely good mood when I met him, which it was I think it was the first Scarefest, and him and Ari Lehman were like having some rubber band fight with each other, and he was really cool. I know he doesn't personalize, but he personalized for my brother.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
he was cool then. I know everybody says he's kind of a dick, but I had a good experience.
Same.
It seems very much on what the mood is that he's in that day.
Thank you, Monster B, for the super sticker. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. Monster B, this is for you, sir.
Oh, Chongo delivery.
Thank you, sir. Well, Chongo delivery. Thank you. Bronson, could you review 1 hour photo or Insomnia? I love 1 hour photo. I
That
love.
was good.
You don't like Insomnia?
I do like Insomnia.
Oh,
but
okay.
I like 1 hour photo. I think I never hear anybody really talking about 1 hour photo either. Robin Williams is so good in it.
So
It's a
scary.
really good movie. I like it a
Yeah.
lot.
I mean, that's
it's really sad too, but it's
Yeah.
creepy and it's sad at the same time. Really good stuff. Really good
it's,
stuff. So I'm-
it's one of those things that can happen.
Mhm.
yeah, it could.
Or used to. Nobody gets their photos done anymore.
Yeah.
That may be a hard one for people to wrap their head around.
That is weird. Could you imagine like back in the day when people did develop photos like that? Because whoever was doing that was looking through every one, hoping
Absolutely.
to
Oh,
find.
yeah.
And they're looking for boobies because there's
Of course.
Making an extra set for themselves. Somebody out there has a
that actually
huge
probably
binder.
happened a lot.
Oh, it 100% happened all the time, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I stayed at a con hotel in Cleveland. It was super cool watching Joe Bob strolling around the hotel all night. Of course. Yeah, that does sound cool.
Hey, Piss, if I could
Oh,
add,
so-
if I could really quick just add to stuff to tips for conventions. If you live
Sure.
hours away, just go ahead and fly, because I blew my transmission on the way home, and that trip ended up cost,
Oh,
yeah.
Damn.
So now that
Damn,
trip ended up
dude.
cost me like $7,000.
did you make it home?
Oh God.
Yeah, I made it home, but like all of a sudden, like I had like an hour and change left, and all of a sudden my RPMs just started going, but my speed wasn't moving at all. So I had to just creep home the last
Damn,
hour.
dude. You had like a lot of travel woes, even
Yeah.
up.
So
It's
I'm
like,
gonna
yeah,
get. I'm
wow.
just gonna. I'm gonna get over my phobia and fly. And next year, I'm just gonna fly.
Have
I'm
you
just
ever
gonna
flown
fly.
before?
The last time I was on a plane was like 1999 or 2000, and I sat next to Chris Benoit. That's
You're
the
lucky you
last
made
time
it
I
out
was on a plane.
alive.
right?
You were just
Yeah.
the right size to get taken out, buddy. You were.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Well, if
Wow.
you get with me, dude, I can give you some. You won't even know you're on that goddamn plane, dude. Like, I'll pick you up at the airport.
I'm gonna get
So
over my
this-
fear and just do it. You know.
What's nice about this one is that it's basically at the airport, so it's like you don't
Yeah.
even really. You just
Yeah.
take the shuttle, and you don't have to worry
Mhm.
about getting there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Don't have to worry about renting a car. Nothing.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna suck it up and just do it next time.
Yeah, for
Probably
sure.
cheaper in the long run without the transmission. If you really,
It really wasn't even that expensive for me, so I can only imagine. You know, it's probably way
especially if you'll
cheaper.
do like a budget flight, just come in on Spirit, just sitting on a bucket.
Who
I know
did you
next
sit
time I
next-
want to get there Thursday and leave on Monday. This time I went on Friday and left on Sunday, and I just felt like those extra days could have got a lot more
Monday
done.
was super sad because like half of you guys were gone.
Yeah,
Like
so
it.
yes, same thing. Me and Sam are gonna try and do that next year. We're gonna get in Thursday, leave Monday.
Yeah, being the last people there is almost worse because you
It
gotta slowly say bye to everybody as they
Ah.
leave, and you boil it down to like the last few. It's pretty.
I skipped the whole saying goodbye to everybody, and I just quietly crept away.
That was Piz's MO every
Irish
night. He'd just
goodbye.
be getting
Irish
down
goodbye.
and then no Piz.
I don't want to get all teary eyed giving
Mhm.
Ben Grimm a hug. I just was like, I'm
Mm.
just gonna creep away silently.
I was waiting for that hug too.
Well, next year, Ben, next year. I have not seen the trailer for the new I Know What You
It
Did.
actually
Last
looks
Summer.
good. It actually looks fun.
Does it?
Really.
I'm weirdly excited about it, but I'm a mark sometimes. So
So are they continuing the story, or is it reboot?
yes,
or?
you got old ass Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. in it.
Oh, are
I'm-
you serious?
Yeah, that's why I'm
They're both-
down.
I know they're both.
So
in
is
it.
it like a requel where they're
they pop-
giving the?
No, it's a sequel.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
okay. I'm on board
It's a
for
new
that.
group of kids, like because like the big tagline in the trailer is like she's the new like main girl is chasing Jennifer Love Hewitt and she's asking her questions and she's like, I just have one question. What did you do last summer?
Oh god.
Title card.
I wish they would have made a funnier title. Like I barely remember what you did last summer.
That would be funny.
I have a pretty good idea of what you did last summer, and I'm not happy about
I
it.
kind of
Like-
remember what you did last
The
summer.
killer's got to hurry up and get it over with because he's kind of forgetting what they
He's
did.
getting
so he's
old.
gotta-
Yeah. I'm trying to
like
remember what
70
you did
now.
last summer.
Remind
I
me
know
again.
you
You got like
messed up.
memento tattoos on them.
Can you
The
remind
real
me?
question: will we get Jack Black back?
I
just
hope
never-
not.
Oh,
I'm
He's the
sick of
best
Jack
part.
Black.
He may be the best part of that series, though. Jamaican Jack Black, because he's just me.
Yeah.
Like he's my surrogate in a movie.
Ooh.
Like, oh, weed. It's kind
Brandy's going to be the
long,
killer this time.
little round. That's exactly how it would have
He's
went.
got a
With me.
body count, so
did Brandy die in that sequel, or did she survive? I don't even remember.
I don't
I
remember
think she
either.
makes it out.
I don't remember.
She died, I thought, but I could. be
Yeah, I
wrong.
thought she died. I thought she.
I don't
fell
think
Because
it's
she's
Wow.
on the second one,
Wow.
right? Or is she the third one?
She's in the
She was in the
second one.
second.
The third one, nobody's in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the third one is unattached almost
How they-
completely.
How they
Because
get
also like,
that?
isn't it magical in the third one too, kind of thing?
Yeah, they go the supernatural route.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a
Spoiler
urban
alert.
legend.
Yeah.
What about this new Silent Night, Deadly Night? Did y'all see that Corey Cunningham's playing Billy?
I could see that
Mhm.
working really well.
Fuck yeah, dude. The new face of fear, baby.
He's playing Billy. So
I can,
I mean,
I
that-
can
like,
see it.
it
Honestly.
He's going to steal the hat from the old Billy.
Hey, when I saw him in The Monkey, I popped huge, man.
I did too.
Oh yeah,
I did
It
too.
it was like the second or third scene. I was like, who is that? And then I realized I was like, oh,
We only see fucking one's eyes at a time.
I thought it was cool seeing him too, but I hated his character so much. I was so happy when he. Well,
dude, I
I
loved his character.
He
He
I
just
hated
like
him.
he just
I
like
hated
walks
him.
around dressed like an '80s rocker with like a skateboard, just like
He looked cool, but every
He got a cool death too.
he did have
Yeah.
a cool death. Yeah,
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did y'all like the monkey? I enjoyed it, but I like
I
it's
really
it's.
liked it.
it
I
was
don't
fine.
even-
It is
I
what
loved
it
it.
is. You know, it's just like a graveyard shift kind of Stephen King movie where it's just fun. You know, it's not trying to make no big statement.
No, yeah,
Different than
that's
what I was
exactly-
expecting, but it was.
yeah,
very
it's a little deeper than you if you
I
actually
really
watch it.
thought
There's a
it was
lot
gonna
going
be-
on in it.
I thought it was going to be a Monkey Shines remake the entire time. I didn't even watch a trailer for it.
Me neither.
Yeah.
It is weird
I
that
was-
It's not what I expected.
it's weird that he went from like, The Witch or the other movies where it's like really dour, and now he's doing comedies and stuff.
Yeah.
Did anybody else get
Uh,
the popcorn bucket for Monkey? It's probably the coolest one yet.
That's a
Oh,
was it?
It
Was
was
it,
got
just,
it.
cool.
was it just a monkey?
Yeah,
It's
it's the monkey
Jonathan
playing a
Zia.
drum.
No,
Yeah.
I was just going
Oh.
to say, I wanted to
Oh.
thank Dan for bringing this to me. He got me this forever ago, back in August.
Oh
He
yeah,
finally gave it to me at.
Oh, guys. So I have a buddy that works at an AMC, and he got to see, like in an email or something, there's going to be Jaws buckets. One of them looks like it's like a 90s Universal Studios kind of art, like those cups. And the other is going to be the shark from the poster, like with his mouth open, and you reach in and grab the popcorn. So just be ready to get your hands on those.
I will.
That
do
sounds
it.
cool.
It's impossible for. Well, I mean, I could go like an hour away and get one, but
Well, if we are advertising movie theater stuff, I'd like to throw in there because they're not doing a good job of advertising it. So I'm gonna try to do a little for them. If you live in the South and you have a Malco, they're doing one Troma movie a month for the rest of the summer at least. Like me and Jonathan just saw Class of Nukem High. They're gonna show like Mother's Day next month, like
That's a
close to
classic.
Mother's Day.
Nice.
Like it's pretty sick, and they're not advertising it great. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
they
because
disrespect.
I want it to succeed, man. Because I want them to do more stuff like that.
Absolutely. They disrespected Class of Nukem High though.
They used the part 2 cover.
Class 2.
Well, did anybody see Sinners? I know Dan. I know you saw it. I
Not
saw
yet.
it. Anybody else go see
I
Sinners?
think I'm going this week. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very, very good. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, I did too. I liked it a lot.
It's a good week in general. I mean, the Shrouds. We've got Sinners, Ugly Stepsister.
Where did you see Ugly Stepsisters?
AMC. But it's like one of those things where it's 1 or 2 showings, and sometimes it's odd times. So
Let's go to
Yeah.
better next month.
I'm screwed. I don't
Ben,
have any.
Oh, okay, cool.
Ben, when you go and watch Sinners, or anybody out there who's not seen Sinners yet, you got to stick around for the mid-credit scene. There's a great little mid-credit scene in there.
Oh, I can't do that. Like people tell me that as soon as them credits roll, I'm out of there.
No,
I'm
you
so
gotta
ready
stick
to
around.
go.
See, I'm
You
the
gotta stick
opposite. I
around.
always stay just in case.
Well, I'll check my phone. Like if I'm not sure, I'll check my phone. But they kind of, I think they set it up there in the credits like they want you to stay because they've got like little things going on during the credits. So, yeah.
The soundtrack was really good. I want that Irish song included with the other songs, but the Irish song was really that scene where they were doing the jig, the river dance or whatever. It was really cool.
Yeah, the Vampire River Dance. That was a good scene.
I need to see Sinners because I keep hearing it's good. But I binged all the Final Destinations over the last like couple weeks to get ready for that new one.
Yeah.
So I'm
It looks
kind of ready
fun.
for that. You know.
It's been too long. Oh, it's not been. It's been long enough since we've had a Final Destination.
As long as it's as good as 5, I'll be okay. I thought that was a hell of a lot better than 4.
4 the low point of the entire series.
But me and Cindy were watching it. She goes, "Is that Bubba Gump?" I was like, "No, that's not Bubba Gump." And she looked it up. She goes, "That's Bubba Gump." I was like, "Well, why does he suck so bad in this movie?"
Yeah, it is. That's,
He's terrible.
That's
in that.
Bubba. He gets hit by
I want to like it, but
It is kind of like the straight to video redneck country boy Final Destination film. Like the
NASCAR.
character. NASCAR boys.
Well,
I'm hoping the
Tony,
new one's good. But it's made by the guys that did the WWE Leprechaun movies.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus,
that's
really?
That's
Yeah.
That's a classic,
not
dude.
good.
That's like I need
Origins
Horns-
or-
I need
Oh my
Hornswoggle. I need Piz to get a picture with Hornswoggle.
You know, I always
Leprechaun.
I've seen
He
it.
should be at the next full moon.
He should
There
be.
you go.
He would. I would love to meet Hornswoggle.
Tony, thank you for the $9.99. The cut that I saw wasn't just the cursed cut, the uncut cut, unrated cut. I'm sorry, it was the second cut of the movie. It didn't have Skeet in it, but it was Mandy Moore. It had I don't know, it was a whole different cut of the movie. So,
It's wild how much
Anyway.
money they wasted on that movie.
Yeah.
I would have just taken the tax write off at that point. I just wouldn't have released it.
Just straight up Batgirled it.
Just
they made it every time every reshoot made it worse. So
Yeah.
they just made it worse. They spent more money to make it worse and worse. And Bronson, yes, I am planning on reviewing Vampire in Brooklyn. Yes,
He wants an answer, man. You got to answer.
yes, sir. I am indeed.
He's
Make that a
$4
priority.
into his Question.
he just wants to hurt you, apparently.
I kind of like Vampire in Brooklyn, so I've not seen it in years, so it'll be.
I love the evil is good sequence in the church.
Yes, I do too. Yeah, I like
There
that.
was somebody that begged you to review. It was a Roger Corman movie. It was like Twice Dead or something.
Oh yeah, I did review that. I did review.
I
that.
forgot who that was, but relentless.
I
Every
don't know who
episode.
that was either. But yeah, oh no, that was the one guy who used to comment in like
it was
poetic-
it was a sequence
Yeah.
of thought. Just everything he
Yeah.
thought he typed it up.
yeah,
was
I
that?
can't remember that dude's name, but yeah, he just had a I can't remember his name.
I have to go
think
back and
he
watch
might
the
have
review.
messaged me. There was a guy that I don't know why he was asking me of all people, but it was just like, do you think Piz would do a bloodstream with Casper Van Dien? Random question. And he
That's
just kept
random.
asking me, and I was just like,
By the way,
you can ask him.
Something-
I'm sure he would.
something surreal happened to me this weekend. By the way, I had a friend that I knew like personally from like home that came up here, and we were talking, and he's like, "Hey, you think you could introduce me to Christian? You think that?"
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was like, "Well, yeah. That's odd." Oh yeah, people watch him. I forgot about that. Other people know him.
$50, I'll give you his address.
Yeah, I gave him. I did give
Or
him.
not.
He gave me. I gave me $100 for your phone number, so I just went ahead and there was a couple other people there that wanted it too. Just went ahead and gave that to him.
$100 is $100.
That's right.
Has anybody seen Until Dawn? I'm hearing really
I'm
mixed.
going
I
things
need to
about
go
it.
see that. I
I'm
thought the
going
trailer
tomorrow.
looked fun. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
trailer looked cool.
Yeah, Monday for me on that.
Okay.
You see, they're making a Sorority Row sequel.
I
That
did
is
see
real
that.
random.
The 2000s movies are back. They're doing new Final Destination, Sorority Row. I know what you did last summer.
You know what? It is.
Yeah.
It is time, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's 20 years.
Resident
ago.
Evil.
Paris
Online.
Hilton's coming back for a second House of Wax movie.
Hell yeah.
I tell you what I'm ready for, and I'm nervous as all hell, is this Hell House movie that's not going to be found footage.
I'm nervous about that
Really?
too. 'Cause I love
'Cause
all of those movies.
I really do. I
So
love
good.
those
So-
movies. I thought Origins was as good, if not better, than the original.
Oh yeah,
I thought that one
takes
was
a
so
minute to
scary.
get going.
Yeah.
It
Oh
takes
my
a minute
God, I
to
love
get
it.
going, but once it takes off, it's
Yeah.
really scary.
So,
I just-
so this new one is not found footage. I didn't know that.
I don't think it
So
is,
no,
but it's
it's
going
not.
to theaters, and I implore people to try to support that because
Well,
it's that's to me as great as art is and the pop culture. That clown from Hell House, that
Yeah.
sucker he gets
Those
me.
movies are actually
Yeah.
like I get that feeling of
Oh my
dread in my
God.
stomach watching them. That
I
doesn't
really
get
do.
anymore.
I really do. Yeah, I love Hell House.
that guy directed a new movie. It's on Shudder. It's like 268 Forest Road or something.
Yeah.
Do
I wasn't.
do not
I wasn't.
watch it.
It's not great.
I wasn't a big fan
It's
of that
it's
one.
okay.
tapped
It's very modest. But it does not pack a punch whatsoever.
It doesn't give me good hope for what this new Hell House is going to be.
But the
Well,
I'll say
thing
that.
about that movie is the best parts, in my opinion, are the found footage parts. With
Exactly.
I don't know. Like I know it's selfish for me to be like, don't explore and try different things, but it's like, man, that found footage brought you to the dance. Just
Yeah.
give me like,
Mhm.
don't. I don't know.
Well,
We'll
you get-
see. We'll see.
Found footage is almost cheating in a way because you do get like one more level or one more layer of suspension of disbelief just off the bat, right?
I know, but
With found footage. So it'll be interesting to see if he can navigate that. If you can take that layer away,
Right.
and
and
still
just-
make it dreadful.
I love found footage so much. It's like
I do
my
too.
favorite subgenre.
There's a
Because
new-
it's so quick to take yourself out of it and go, this isn't a movie.
right.
I'm watching this. Like this is happening.
There's a
I-
new one coming. Sorry, by the guy who made The Outwaters. That looks really good.
I like
I
that.
like the Outwaters. Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that.
Oh, check it out, man. You dig it.
Kinsman Road is the new one.
We've been going for over 2 hours. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about when it comes to full moon, or
I've never
is anybody
heard that before.
is anybody going to any other conventions this year they want to mention? Dan, you got any other conventions on the schedule?
I don't think really much in the way of conventions. Swaggy and I live close to each other, so I feel like we'll go to Days of the Dead at some point, but I think we missed it this year in Atlanta. But yeah, nothing planned.
Jonathan, you got any other conventions scheduled for this year?
Nah, man. I'm just counting down the days till next year, till next Easter.
Okay. What about you, Swaggy? You got any other conventions scheduled this year?
He's got
I
to check
have
his
to
schedule.
look it up. Yeah, I went to 2 in Atlanta already this year. Mad
You
Monster.
little con
and-
whore.
and
Cheating on
I
that.
think it was Days of the Dead. But yeah, I have to check to see if there's anything else coming up, but I don't have anything on the radar right now.
Matt, Christian, Ben, Chris, you guys going to anything else this year?
I usually
Maybe
go
like
to
a
Texas
small
Pride
local
Fair,
one.
but I don't think I'm going to go this year. I might go Sunday. Oklahoma City has a horror con in the summertime. It's kind of modest, but I'll drive by.
Okay.
Not a convention, but Jay actually lives about 2 hours and change from me. And last year, me and him got together and we saw Marilyn Manson in Biloxi. And this year, I freaked out because I love Alice Cooper, and he's doing a tour with Judas Priest. So me and Jay are gonna go. I messaged him. I made sure he was down. So we're gonna go see Alice and Judas it's like September. It's gonna be the first night of that tour. So I'll get both bands fresh. So we're gonna do that, and I think we're gonna stay in Biloxi because Jay wants to go to the casino.
Nice.
So that'll be really
Ooh,
fun.
you can get Jay turned up.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. What about you, Chris? You going to anything else this year? Either Chris.
I'm probably gonna go to Curse City Con. I think it's in September this year. That's the local small one here. We went to the first one last year. This is the second one this year. So we'll see how much if they're moving to a bigger venue. So hopefully it'll be pretty cool.
Okay. What about you, that one guy?
I mean, if I go to like a small local con, maybe. I don't have any plans to go any big ones, I don't think.
Okay.
Full Moon's the
Matt?
big one for me at this point. So,
So there's a con in September in Connecticut I might be going to. They're doing one in May too, but I don't think I'm going to go to that one. So in September I might go to that one, and not a con, but well, actually I'm going to see Alice Cooper. Christian was talking about him in a recent video, and I looked up tickets. He's playing not far by, so I'm going to that. And then Death Spot. They're doing a screening of Death Spot in Providence with I can't think of her name right now, but she was in Fresh Prince.
Hillary. Fresh Prince. I have
Yes,
no idea.
Hillary. I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
remember her name, but she's going to be there. I think Garrett's going to that too, because Garrett and I live like half hour from each other, so that should be cool.
Okay.
But yeah, that's about it.
Slaughterport, are you going to Scarefest this year?
I will be at Scarefest, and then I'm pretty sure I'm going to do Days of the Dead in Indy this year. Too.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Jeremy and I are going to be at FrankenCon next month, and I think we're both planning on Scarefest later this year too. So those are the two on our schedule. But Christian, to follow it, like you had your vehicle incident on the way home from a convention. I had a vehicle incident on the way home from a convention last year. Wasn't quite as well. I mean, I hit a bale of hay on the interstate.
Oh, damn.
A bale of hay, 2 bales of hay were on the interstate, and I plowed right into them.
Tell that to the insurance company.
It came out of nowhere.
And I actually found the truck that the hay bales came off of. And I followed them as they exited off the interstate. I exited right behind them. And I was ready to kill whoever was driving that truck. Ready to kill. And as soon as they opened the door, it was a woman. So I can't kill them. I can't. I mean, I couldn't do that.
But you did go.
Like,
you did go. That makes sense. Yeah.
But I mean, I was super pissed because I mean, it had messed up my car. I mean, like who hits a bale of hay on the interstate? Me, of course.
Yeah.
And I mean, I had to luckily where we pulled off she was a nice lady. She was very apologetic about it. She had no idea that I think she was lying about that. She didn't know they'd come off. I think she did know they'd come off.
Oh, they come off.
Yeah.
But luckily, like right where I'd pulled off was like a gas station. So grabbed some duct tape. Duct tape's just the cure all, and had to tape on like the bumper because it was practically off the front of the car. So I had to tape it on. And it didn't cost quite as much as what it cost you, but it was a few grand because of that bill.
Her insurance company paid for that, of course.
Yeah, there was some insurance stuff going on. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Good.
So, what was funny too, like I swear I reeked of weed because I just left the convention, and of course, the cop is there, and I know I reek of weed. I can smell it on me. The cop was just as nice as can be, like he was the nicest, but I just kind of like, he had to smell it on me, but didn't say a word. Was just the nicest.
I'm fucking dead nose to it now, so like, there's no way I would know.
Oh, I reeked of it, man. So, but yeah, he had a bale of hay. My goodness. Well, let's wrap things up here, folks. Let me do some shout outs here, and then we'll call it a night. Shout out to Bronson. Thank you. You've been very generous tonight, Bronson. I appreciate it, sir. There was a $20 super chat, some 5 super chats. Thank you, man. Very, very kind of you. Tony, thank you for the super chats as well. Very kind of you, sir. I appreciate that very much. Monster B, thank you for the $2.99 super sticker. JG, who we hung out with over the weekend, thank you for the $2 $5 super chats. Super Tenor, thank you for 11 months of being a channel member. I appreciate that, sir. I think that was everybody. Yeah, I think it was. But thank you all. I appreciate it for your generosity. I appreciate it very much. Dan, where can we find you on social media, sir?
You can find me at Flesh Wound Features on YouTube, or visited by Voices Network on YouTube, among others. And if you're a wrestling fan and in the Anaheim area this summer, Kruger, one of our hosts at Flesh Wound Radio, is going for the Supreme Violence title against Carnage at Crimson Crown Wrestling. Only the second time this has been done, a body bag match, which you have to put your opponent in a body bag and light it on fire. So,
wow.
Yes. Only been done once because there were some third-degree burns the first time. So
you're telling me you can't just put them in the bag and zip it up. You have to set it on fire.
You have to light it on fire to get the win.
Wow.
So
y'all know it's supposed to be a work, right? He's not actually supposed to light people on fire.
It's a shoot, brother.
Touching your skin won't help you in that situation. So
that is intense. Oh, we've got Brian Trash. Somebody had requested your presence to be at next year's.
I want to see Brian Trash, man.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'll bring enough weed, dude. We can see what you're made out of.
Hell yeah, brother.
You may have
You've
met
been
me-
requested to appear at Full Moon Tattoo and Horror Festival next year, sir. So, Tallest Chris, where can we find you on social media?
Mainly on Twitter at Bonus Pretzel. I have places elsewhere. I don't really use them that often. I'm not on social media that often, but that's kind of the only place I'm really on that much.
Jonathan, where can we find you, sir?
You can find me on the Visited by Voices One channel on Region Free the 13th of every month.
All right, cool. Swaggy, where can we find you?
I'm on Instagram. That's it. It's Johns_cool_world.
Okay. Now, where can the ladies find you if they need some loving?
In St. Louis, where the gunplay rain all day.
I got nothing, Piss. Let me get back to you on that one.
Okay. Just follow, just get him on Instagram. Matt, Dream Emulator, where can we find you?
Elliot.
Elliot. Sorry,
Christian's cousin.
Dream Emulator home video on Instagram and Dream Emulator on YouTube.
Nice.
Dream Simulator.
Chris, Slasher Home Video, where can we find you?
www.retrocryptco.com. Also Slasher Home Video on YouTube.
Chris has some really cool videos that he's been doing recently on just like obscure things in horror, like the Crypt Keeper puppet from Ritual and the DVDs. So go check that stuff
That was a
out.
good one.
'Cause I want to
That
see
was
Chris do more of that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
That was
for
a good
sure.
video. That was a really good video.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, guys.
And if you go to retrocryptco.com and use promo code PIZAL, you get 13 or PIZAL 13, you get 13% off. That's right. Benjamin Grimm. What
Hey,
witness,
you know
what
what?
witness protection program can we find you at?
I'm on Instagram on Ben Grimm. I'm on Letterboxd. If you're streaming, I'll be there.
He's omnipresent.
I'm like that Field of Dreams. If you stream it, I will come.
Follow him on Letterboxd because every movie I look at, I swear to God, Ben has seen it.
Ben has seen it. Like he's just
Like he's all over
Yeah,
Letterboxd.
he
It's
has huge lists
yeah.
of
Oh, yeah.
like Halloween movies, like Halloween themed movies, or like just like holidays and stuff like that. He's got insane
Yeah.
lists.
Dude, you gotta,
My Halloween list is over 400 long.
you gotta do some videos, Ben.
movies.
You got a lot of knowledge, dude.
You're
you
in
gotta
the-
bring
you're-
that to the world.
You're in the fold now, Ben. We've broke
Oh,
the
yeah.
cherry.
Look at you, man. You've got that now. You're charismatic. You just
Gotta update that
Time to
profile.
disappear again.
Yeah,
I'll
Ben's
see you
a cool
next year.
cat.
Christian, where can we find you, sir?
Planet CHH on YouTube. I have a Facebook page and Instagram. If you just look me up for that, you'll find me. And if y'all want to check out, anybody listen wants to check out me and my wife's small business, we have You Need a Candles, where we sell wax melts and candles. We have a website for that and Instagram, and we got like a slasher thing coming up this week. We got Town That Dreaded Sundown melts and Motel Hell melts. It's gonna be great. So you guys can check that out on Instagram, is where we promote all that.
Do the Motel Hell ones smell like fritters?
I don't remember my Sydney. I'm just the Billy Mays. Like she makes
Oh,
it
you're
all,
the
and
big-
I come on and say I've got another fantastic.
You're much
product
more
for
of
you
a
guys.
Vince offer than a Billy Mays. That was reaching a little bit.
Okay. Well, okay. Fair enough.
You wanna
I
be
was going to ask you.
Billy
I was going to
Mays.
ask you what does the Town That Dreaded Sundown smell like? But
You know what? I think that one smells like some sort of like lily field. Not, I don't remember. It's something outdoorsy.
Okay.
Sydney's pretty good about. She goes, tell me a movie that would have like an outdoorsy smell. Blah 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 blah. And then I'll throw names at her, and she'll be like yes or no. So.
You need to make that like an assignment to a movie, like at the end of your movie reviews. Like, what would this movie smell like?
Yeah. Well, I want to say this too, because I had a lot of people request these. We are going to restock. We did vintage video label melts, like Media, Wizard Video, and the Media one sold really fast, and people have been asking for that. So if anybody's listening, we are going to restock those very soon. So
The full moon wax melt will smell like a Congo.
no, it doesn't smell like anything. You got ripped off.
it's just an empty package. Or no, it's like a normal size package with a tiny candle in it.
oh, geez, that's funny. Slaughterport, where can we find you?
Slaughterport on YouTube and Instagram and Letterboxd too, I think.
Okay, right on. Let me do some quick shout outs here. Dead Zone was with us tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Ghost, who's planning on coming to Full Moon next year. Very cool. Brian Trash, whose presence has been requested. Tony, thank you for being here. Justin, thank you for being here. Our buddy Horror Orman was here hanging out. Ghost Seek Find was here. Thank you for tuning in. Garrett, Born to be Rad, was here hanging out with us too. Let's see who else was with us. JG, who we hung out with, of course, was here hanging out with us. Let me see. Monster B, thank you for hanging out. Movie Fan, thank you for hanging out. Scratch Burno, thank you for hanging out. Isaac James, thank you for being here with us. And that's as far as I can go on the chat. Swaggy G was here with us tonight. Hey, how you doing, Swaggy G?
That's a fat cat.
Well, thank you guys for being here tonight, and thank you all for joining me and reliving this past weekend's festivities. It was tons of fun. It was great seeing you all and hanging out with you and sharing some Purple Chongos and some great memories. So, and definitely, let's do it all again next year.
And shout out to Jay. He was so hospitable. He always goes out of his way for me. He's one of the nicest guys I've ever met.
Exactly. Yeah. And Jay, who couldn't be here tonight. Sam, who couldn't be here tonight. Who else are we leaving out? Corey, who couldn't be here tonight. Stone, of course. Yeah. So all those cool people too. All right, y'all. Have a great rest of your night. Thank you again for tuning in, and we'll see you again very soon. Peace.